if you wanna bring that drama, I'll whoop that ass like Michael Obama. Yeah, I got that big D energy. Ain't nobody wanna step to me. And if you really wanna bring that drama, I'll whoop that ass like Michael Obama.
No, Michelle is a trans.
I'm sorry, she's a what?
Transgender. We all know.
Oh my gosh.
Oh gosh. It's okay.
I whip that thing out like Michael Obama.
We already have it with
I got that
Obama.
deep
So
energy.
let's just calm down.
Nobody wanna step to me. And if you really wanna bring that drama, I whip that ass like Michael Obama. I'm a girl, 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 I'm a whip the thing out like Michael Obama. I got that big energy. Ain't nobody wanna step like me. And if you really wanna bring that drama, I'll whip that ass like Michael Obama. Ain't got that clit, bitch. Hung like a llama. I'll whip that dick out like Michael Obama. I wanna be rich, but not so rich. Know too much, get left in a ditch. CIA scratches if Clinton's getting itch. Yeah, I wanna be rich, but not so rich. Suit and tie, but I move like a glitch. Eyes wide shut, still dodging the snitch. Laptop missing, emails encrypted. Truth so loud, the mainstream clipped it. Flash drive full, got that dead man code. But I keep it cold like a heart on the road. DC nights where the back door's cracked. One wrong file and you never come back. I wanna be rich, but not so rich. Wiki leaking out your dome into a ditch. You wish the simulation had a glitch. You wanna be rich, but not so rich. But not so rich. G-man lurking by the food truck line. Whispers in the Wi-Fi trailing mine. Check my 6 when I speak that facts. They erase folks cleaner than income tax. No chain, no fame, just VPNs. Tryna buy truth in a world full of friends who smile like masks in a masquerade, but flip the switch like a deep state blade. I wanna be rich, but not so rich. Know too much, get left in a ditch. CIA scratches if Clinton's getting itch. Yeah, I wanna be rich, but not so rich.
Can you save us, Britney Spears? Can we be saved? God, why is Satan controlling the universe?
Here comes Santa. Here comes the world we used to think we knew is constantly exposing woo. Our possibilities come true. So what we do is call out to the good guys, good guys. Witches, widows, MAGA, mystics, entertaining cunning linguists, good guys. The forum of the quorum needs a secretive society to advance our philosophies intentionally, magically, good guys. Conspiracy, sex, culture, making it's okay to change your thinking, good guys. Good guys, good guys, good guys. The world we used to think we knew is constantly exposing woo. Our possibilities come true. So what we do is call out to the good guys, good guys. Witches, widows, MAGA, mystics, entertaining cunning linguists, good guys. The forum of the quorum needs a secretive society to advance our philosophies intentionally, magically, good guys. Conspiracy, sex, culture, making it's okay to change your thinking, good guys. Good guys, good guys, good guys.
big up episode 95 of the Secret Society of Good Guys. As always, we are the good girls of the good guys, and the good guys will be here momentarily to come and hang out with us. But until then, make sure you hit all the hearts and the likes and subscribe, and come and hang out with the world's deadliest chat over on Project Chaney on YouTube. And if you're new here, you might be following us on anyone else's stream. Welcome and thank you for joining us. As people come to the stage, make sure you follow them. So, hi ladies. Let me see. You guys are so far away.
Hello.
Whoop.
Oh, now I'm too close. No.
No, you feel like you're too close. What's going on, Layla?
I'm a little rough.
How much,
This
you
will
know?
feel better for
Trying
you.
to connect
You don't
my
look rough at all. You
little
look lovely.
Oh, I just woke up 2 minutes
Instagram.
ago.
Okay, finally.
Mhm.
What
Now we
about
can
you,
really
Chaney?
get going.
You look fresh.
Oh,
Whoop, whoop.
thank you. That's sweet of you.
Does it
You
feel
look
better
fresh.
You
now?
look great.
What
As
up? What
usual.
up?
What up, Tomasito?
Hey
You must have
guys,
just woken up too.
here
Did
we
you get
are.
a nap?
And you're
I did get
this-
a nap in.
is
Good.
Thomas low or is it just me? It might be just me. Could just be my
Low?
audio. Like his audio low?
Is he what?
Check, check, check.
Okay, you sound okay.
Syphilis.
Is his audio good?
I can
Gonorrhea.
hear him, yeah.
Syphilis.
Okay, perfect.
Gonorrhea
right.
is supposedly the most beautiful word in the English language.
So what is going on, you guys? Happy Friday night at midnight. Our show is live. This is August 30th. What's going on? Isn't it like there's like 99 days left in the year or
PSYOP
something?
after PSYOP.
Well, it's
you-
August 29th, August 30th.
99 Days of Sodom.
99 bottles of beer on the
Is that how
wall.
it goes, or is that something else? Oh, that's 120 days. Sorry.
120 days of Sodom.
Right? Isn't that? It's a movie.
I never heard about it. I was looking at Abbie waiting for her to lay me a Bible verse.
Hmm.
Like 120 days of Sodom. Do tell me. God dang. That's
That
a long
was-
time for anyone.
That'll be rough.
That was the a novel by Marquis de Sade,
The Marquis
where
de
we
Sade,
get
yeah.
sadism from.
Oh, did I watch that one? Was that with Joaquin Phoenix?
Was it?
I don't know. There
No,
was
no,
one
just the
about the Marquis
Joaquin
de Sade
Phoenix.
with Joaquin Phoenix is the Marquis de Sade, and it's freaking great.
1975. So if he was in it, he was like a baby.
No, like
But
he
that's,
plays the
that's
Marquis
on
de
par
Sade.
with Hollywood. So
Okay, it is something I can put into my Google search.
just not Google image search.
I froze
Oh,
there
okay,
for a
they'll read
second.
us.
I don't know what you guys are talking about. What are you guys talking about?
The Marquis de Sade with the Joaquin
120
Phoenix?
Days of Sodom. The movie's called Sallow. SALO. It's
He's
like
not okay. The one I'm
what?
talking about is called Quills, and he's not the Marquis de Sade. He's like a Catholic priest, like kind of warden-ish of the Marquis de Sade.
Quills. Is that big nose guy?
Yeah, that's the Marquis de Sade.
No, the actor.
I don't know.
Adrian-
Yeah,
Adrian Brody.
though it goes online with like syphilis back then, because I think it would do something to your nose or whatever, or like the treatment did.
What's chorophilia?
I don't know.
Are you gonna teach us something new and perverse right now?
Oh, it's no,
Chorophilia.
gross.
There's
It's
a
not.
philia in there.
It's not fun.
What?
It's not fun. It doesn't sound fun.
Here. Oh, is this John McAfee stuff? I'll pull it up. Let's see. It says
Why did you say John McAfee stuff? What does this have to do with John McAfee?
wasn't that the whole thing about him for a while? Is like when they tried to spread all that stuff about him, they said that like girls would sit in a hammock and he liked to sit underneath them while they shit.
Oh,
This
that's-
is a midnight show. This is
The
not where
official
I
term for
expected to
scat
go,
play.
but that's what it is. So yeah, that's
Not into that. Shit ain't sexy. Sorry.
the show is called Shooter, not Shitter.
I'm in the shitter.
Even though there's been a
Shitter
lot
hole.
of anal talk.
I know.
Honest.
That's hot out of the gate. No pun intended. Oh, look at that movie was banned from the USA.
That sounds about right.
Which one? The one that Thomas is talking about?
That came to my head.
Yeah, Sallow.
Sallow. Huh.
That's what
Curious.
you cook fries in, right? And you like put it on your skin.
Tallow? Beef tallow?
So I guess like the
Oh, yeah,
big
that's the good stuff.
psyop of the week
120 days of tallow.
is that there was a shooting at a Catholic temple, a Catholic mosque, a Catholic, what was it? A Catholic synagogue? Monastery. Okay. I'm like, let me
I don't
make
think
sure
it was
I
a
get
monastery. It was just like a temple, chapel.
Like a Catholic church?
temple, chapel. I know. It's just, I think
Tabernacle.
all
They
part of
want
the
your
script,
guns.
but it is
They want your guns.
kind of
Oh, yeah.
crazy how many of the false flag, I mean, school or shootings, I don't even know like what the technical, but how many of it has been part of the trans community, or is it just like men on not just SSRIs, but on hormone blockers, or on like what are the other mix of the beaker that we're going to throw into this?
I can tell you, and I know this kind of from the back end of things, and it's not something that's like widely talked about because they don't want to vilify this classification of people. However, a bunch of them are on the spectrum.
But don't you feel like in a little bit of a way, the spectrum was created to sell us
Yes.
pharmaceuticals the same way as the pain spectrum was to sell us pharmaceuticals?
Because how many of them are on
like every
SSRIs
human
and
is
things?
on the
Yeah.
spectrum. It's
Yeah.
just they just decide what to call it. So if there's a pill to go with it yet. Otherwise
Yeah.
they'll just put you in a place that they can charge you for, unless there's a pill that you can get out of that place that they can give you, and you can just pay a subscription monthly to Columbia House of Medicine. But that's what I feel like, everything you have to be like signed up to this perma script. And once it's like your hormones, and isn't it all regular, like your hormones somewhere, and your serotonin and all of
Yeah.
this, like
Not
I
even
don't know, it's
that.
making
It's our DNA. It's the last Q post. I don't want to bring Q up into this, but it's like, who wants your DNA and why? I am truly convinced that whatever they've been doing for the past 20 years has been to implement their technology and combine it with our DNA, which will make it easier for them to like put thoughts into people's heads and make them think that they're being possessed, or make them want to shoot up a school or fucking kill themselves, or whatever the case may be. They even talk about adding how many strands to the DNA strand and making it like a full, I think it's 6 strands versus the 3 or 6 or 9. I forgot which one, but that's what they're talking about. And they've been talking about this for over 20 years, about implementing this new structure into the DNA and just making a whole brand of humans, a whole different kind of brand of humans. And this is part of it. This is the trans agenda, the transhumanism agenda. And it has everything to do with our DNA, not just hormonal, whatever, our blood, it's deep down into the core. Like we've unlocked.
There's so
the
much of
gates.
this, like so many different philosophies I want to ask you guys about. One,
Mhm.
is it all demon possession?
I don't want to say demon, but yeah,
Well,
like
even
if you want to think
parasites,
that
wouldn't you
way.
even think parasites could almost be considered demonic? Like if you go there, like a demon is a parasite in essence, right?
Mhm.
I'm
Takes
talking
over and
about
kills the
like
host.
you can make it scientific if you want to.
Yeah.
I'm talking about demon possession in the form of demon possession.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I'm just saying. Even in the Bible, like they healed Mary Magdalene of 7 demons. Like Jesus like healed her of 7 demons, and he healed a whore. That's why she got turned into a whore, because the same sentence is said in the same sentence.
We've talked about this. The 7 chakras,
Like
the
I
7
know the
houses
parasite thing too. Like Vril and all of that. I want like that is a separate part of this philosophy.
Yeah.
I just mean
Yeah.
like from
I
the
think it's all
agenda
demonic,
of it
though.
all
Yeah.
to the shooting of it all to the TV of it all to the ritual of it all. Is it all?
Well, I feel like that has to do with the chakras and how she said the 7 whatever and where the houses. I think we talked about like I wonder if the houses are where the chakras lie, and then them implementing the jibbity jabs are unlocking the doors for entities to enter, and which causes the confusion, the chaos, the rage, the hunger, the sloth, all of the fucking 7 deadly sins all combined, which when you combine them all, it kind of sounds like a zombie in a way. They're just like zombified in a sense.
What
Oh my
up,
God, it's Donut. What up, Donut?
What up, Donut?
Yo, what up? We Donut. Syphilis.
Surprise.
Yo,
Good to see you.
great to see you. All
Welcome
y'all.
to the show. We're talking about demons, and is this all demonic? This whole school shooter situation. And then Chaney was like, well, what do you think is past like parasitic? Do you think is demonic? How do you think it could be demonic? And I think it's all tied to DNA and your chakra system and the jabs and unlocking certain portals within us that we house these beings. Since
Oh yeah, it is. It's super demonic, and them demonic entities. You gotta stay strapped.
Blah, 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 blah.
Super.
Don't you even think like schizophrenia is demonic?
I feel like schizophrenia was launched huge with the creation of this internet that we're on, because like when I feel like we are tapping into something like a phenomenon that we could see patterns on in the world stage that we couldn't really see unless you were schizo back in the day. But now, like, just we're super connected with stories and images that like we're like. It seems like there's like a strange phenomenon of the schizo stuff. That's what I've been thinking about. I'm not saying that that's what it is. I'm just thinking about that. That movie Weapons, have you seen it?
No, I haven't yet.
Wait till you see that movie. Because
Are you connected to your mic? Like your mic? Because I don't think I see you.
Syphilis.
There you go.
Yes, no.
Gonorrhea.
Perfect.
There you go. You
Perfect.
sound way better.
Syphilis.
Yeah, that's
Mhm.
perfect.
That's what Thomas saying that made me laugh so hard.
Sybil Watts. Syphilis.
For the record, I don't think demons are real.
Of course you don't. I'm not surprised to hear you say that at all.
Are you scared of the dark?
I missed
Yeah.
that show.
Well, didn't you
Yeah, I was gonna say that.
also with you were interested, you said the guy that you had on your show that brought up schizophrenics being actually possessed. He like had a case that even got your head a little like, all right. Or
On
was
my
that
show?
good PR?
On whose show?
On donuts or on paranoids.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I thought.
Oh yeah, he was just on Nephilim Death Squad. I'm blanking on his name at this moment. I'll think of it. I think he's got a great case. So his thing is that he went in as an atheist and he worked with like the criminally insane, and he would go into actual prison system and talk to people that had schizophrenia, but he would entertain it. He would actually say, okay, what is the voice telling you now? Like, what did the voice tell you yet? What's it saying like at this exact moment? Tell the voice that I say, blah, blah, blah. And he got in trouble because I guess the official policy is you just don't acknowledge the voices. You're like, there are no voices. You're crazy. And for you to actually entertain the voices and engage with the voices is counter to
Is it
what
Jerry Marzinsky?
there you go. Jerry
Boom.
Marzinsky.
Riggs, you're the bomb. Thank you, Kylie.
Yeah, thank you, Kylie.
You guys
Well,
are awesome.
It's interesting.
But he makes a good case
The whole
though,
theory.
and he says
Jerry.
that
Jerry.
that like
Sashis-
addiction
Sashiski.
is. He talks about addiction like a demon. That the demons that are addicted to alcohol or to meth, they'll like hang outside a bar, and if you are like driving by or walking by, and you're of weak spirit, then the demons will like jump into your body and lure you into the bar because they're the ones that want to get drunk, not you.
Dude,
I
it's
find it engaging, but also it sounds a lot like Scientology. It sounds a lot like clearing yourself of all these entities, and it's like each entity represents a different facet, but it implies that without these outside entities, what do they call thetans, right, in Scientology?
Secrets, essentially. Every secret you have is an entity that is like holding on to you, whispering in your ear the shame or regret or sorrow or whatever energy is tied to that secret that you're not releasing yourself from. So
I
it's
can
like,
see that form of it,
that's going clear.
but
well,
demons, I don't know. Demons are a little bit too like monster under my bed.
And if you're a
for me.
Scientologist out there and you're watching this and I just blew off and you're like, that is not going clear, Chaney. Like, I apologize.
I think that
well,
there's a
have you guys seen
spiritual
Have you guys seen the simulators of schizophrenics? They have like a schizophrenic simulator that you can just like look up, and it'll show you these figures pop up in the field. Like, let's say you're the schizophrenic, and these faces will start to pop up, and they look so demonic. I'm not gonna kid you. Like, they look fucking like almost clownish. It's so weird. But the happy and sad face and like the play, and it's just like really clown looking and really pale face. It almost looks like that. And they have these weird voices and they just don't shut up. And that's what the simulator looks like. It's like these demonic little faces that just appear out of nowhere. And they're just having full blown conversations with the people who are schizophrenic and severe schizophrenia, apparently, because there's different forms. But
and
yeah,
I
it's
totally
so
believe
wild.
that they've got the tech, like the V2K technology, where they can like beam a thought into your head from space, like some version of that. 100%, I do believe that exists, and I believe that
Well, I
there's
think that's what the
people
ringing in your ears is a lot of the time. Like when you hear the
ringing in
ringing
your
in your
ears.
ears, yeah. Because what somebody told me a long time ago was, and I've said this before on a show, when you hear ringing in your ears, you say, I reject your download, I'm sovereign, and it'll stop. So I've told that to other people too, and every time I've done it, it's worked every time. And I commented on a thread in Instagram, and I still get likes on it because people are like, "Oh my god, I've had tinnitus for years, and I did that, and it stopped. The ringing stopped." And I'm like, "Told y'all, like,
What do you
there's something
say?
to it. I reject your download. I'm sovereign." And the ringing in your ears will stop immediately. It's the weirdest thing.
I'm not driving, I'm traveling, and then it just goes away.
And this isn't
Essentially.
an esoteric statement when I'm making this. And it's not, I don't know if I've just read all the propaganda like from Christianity, but it's not a bunch of my Christian friends, in quotes, that tell me that if they have a feeling around them of kind of like demon or dark energy, that it kind of always disappears with the Jesus.
You know, like
In
when
the
I have
same-
demonic attacks and dreams, like I end up like I'll say like the Lord's Prayer or whatever, or like I'll sing Jesus Loves Me or something, and they'll usually laugh at me first, but then they leave me alone. It's weird.
I feel like, and me and my friend, we've been talking about this because that Weapons movie, gotta see it. It's really good. That it's connected big time to this sad event that happened yesterday. But it's so much connected to demon and Satanism and parasites and stuff like that with the film and also with this event. And my friend, who isn't really a woo-woo-y guy, he's like, we were just talking, he thinks like that movie brought like some entity to his house. And then last night I had a crazy dream, but I thought like there was like some entity, you know, so I like stayed strapped, you know, and then I opened a window and it was freaking raining too. And it was like at the witching hour. And then I was like, You gotta. I just started to work.
You know what's interesting though? Like you say that maybe demons aren't real, but there's one book. I think it's called the Shams al Marif, something like that. It's the most like controversial book according to Islam. You're not supposed to read it; it's forbidden. But the imagery of these demons are very interesting, and the angels also. And they're depicting them
What's
almost
the
as
title
one
of
and the
this book?
same,
I'm
but
going to
just
pull
of a
up some
different
pictures on
fire.
air.
It's called Shams, Shams, al dash, it's AL dash MA apostrophe ARIF.
They all. They
Shams
all.
al Ma'arif.
I have a
What
feeling.
does
And
that
it's all
mean?
about magic, squares, and like sigils and spells and protection spells and conjuring demons or conjuring angels. A lot of Solomon's teachings are in there too.
This nasty little Google
The
demon
Shams
just had to
al,
correct me when I just put it in to look it up. It was just
of
like, they're
course,
not demons, it's Jinn.
Ooh.
Have
Jinn.
you,
Excuse me.
have you seen
Excuse
those
me.
new toys that are very popular? They're like a little
Yes.
bear.
My
They
son has
look like
one that costs
that.
$99.
Oh my gosh, wait till you see these
They cost
things.
90.
I
Oh,
should
you
have
got
brought
one?
one
They
out.
look like that.
Yeah, they're
Really?
like
They look
the
like
authentic ones cost
Labubus.
like
The
100. Yeah, Labubu.
Labubus?
Yes.
Look at this
That's
face.
the
Yeah.
Labubu.
Look,
I thought they were gonna
I'm
look.
telling
I
you.
thought I'm happy that it doesn't look more Jewish because I thought it was gonna
You're like, I can't handle
That's
it.
kind of redhead to me.
Look, it's a reptilian too.
It's a
Look at
Labubu.
the green.
I hate lip boo boos, you guys.
Well, we call like
Well,
monsters booba.
that Labubu,
Booba.
even though I bought it for his birthday, it's at his dad's house
No,
now.
they look fresh. They look fresh. But
Because we were having weird dreams. No,
Look at
no
this
shit.
shit.
Always with
The angels. Look
horns,
at the
right?
angels. Look at the Jinn.
is that a genie? Remember the genie?
Look at it.
A gin.
Look at
Genie?
The Jinn.
Look at it.
But back on the
You're
whole
whispering,
idea of
"Look
like,
at it."
They look kind of cool.
even back to the idea of like schizophrenia though.
That's
It's
how I
weird though,
mess
like
with my cat.
schizophrenics in a hospital will all have the same psychosis at the same time. So does that not seem like a bigger entity?
So what? Like during the full moon, or just like at random times?
Just at random times, but nobody's ever
And it's
really
just like
studied that.
activates,
Like
huh?
they want to just medicate them and shut them up, but a lot of them, like in separate areas, will be having the exact same psychosis in the same hospital at the same time.
Oh, I didn't know that. That's
Yeah,
wild. Yeah,
yeah.
no, I'm totally for that. I think that it's spirits and stuff, and even the healing of it. Carl Jung agreed that you need something to happen in your soul to protect you from the addiction. So I think it's super spiritual. So I'm all on board.
Well, you know what's interesting? You know how demons are, how they are allowed to travel according to our ancient teachings? They use mercury. And what's funny is that the number one ingredient in almost every vaccine is mercury.
And
So
they
if
used to
you
be in all our
wonder
feelings
what is
Allegedly.
going,
amalgams.
And
yeah.
Mercury's the
So
wings on the Mario hat. That like it travels. It's
yeah.
I believe.
So
I could be wrong.
yeah, there's stories of women who live in the village, in the mountains, in the farms, in the fields. Like they would sit out at night and have their coffee and talk their shit amongst each other while the men are inside. And all of a sudden you see these flashing lights under the moonlight, just phew, through the fields. And then everyone's like, oh my God, like kind of saying prayers to themselves. They're like, oh my God, Jiva. And they're like, what the fuck? Jiva almost sounds like Shiva. Anyway, but there's probably a correlation there. But they see the mercury traveling throughout the night, and it's all these magicians sending these demons who people pay these magicians to or sacrifice things to get things done. Like literally, like they'll send a demon to you. Either your mom is being possessed, your sister because she's so gorgeous and people are asking for her hand in marriage, and your cousin probably hates the fucking shit out of you, so they'll go to a sheikh, they call them, and they'll get these rituals done, and then all of a sudden these fucking girls end up going crazy, like literally insane, seeing things, like not leaving the house, physically looking ill, like literally turning into like exorcist looking witches.
Well, that's
It's
what
so
that reminded
wild.
me of, actually,
It
is
happened to my aunt.
have any of you guys heard of The Exorcist, or have any of you watched The Exorcist 2, like all the Exorcist movies? And the second one is kind of more like the history of Pazuzu, like the demon that's possesses Reagan in the first movie. And there's one part where they're in Africa and there's this African boy who's also possessed by Pazuzu before Reagan. And he's like the savior of his village. He's a little boy, and the locusts would come like a huge plague, wiping everything out. And he would just swing this rope and everything, and then the locusts would leave. But he ended up like he was possessed by this demon, and I don't know if I don't understand if the demon like helped him get rid of the locust or what. It's so weird.
Well, doesn't I thought Pazuzu sounded like the Boo Boo, like Pazuzu.
It kind of does.
It's
Yeah.
kind of got that same vibe. And the Exorcist film is based off a real story.
Yeah.
And the Exorcist house is so haunted that like they can't. People will buy it to be like, oh yeah, I got the house, and then they all like move like immediately after living there, because the kid was doing the Ouija board and he was literally possessed. And Ken Wheeler breaks it down like scientifically, how it's like a radio frequency, because he's super smart. And it's like you're using like a freaking radio frequency and connecting with spirits and stuff like that. And I looked it up on Google Maps, the house, and right next to it, it's blurred out. And people are like, you can ask Google Maps to blur your house out, but this don't look like a house. It looks like just the side of the yard, and it's blurred out. It's strange.
Is it the staircase that the priest fell down, Father Damien?
I don't know, maybe. I don't think there was a staircase at the house, the original.
It's a window.
Yeah.
But outside of the window, outside of the window, then there's a big, huge stairs.
Yeah,
like,
that's what I meant.
Yeah, it's not like a staircase.
Are those the same stairs where they
In
do the Joker
Georgetown.
dance or not?
The Amityville horror too.
I'm sorry?
No,
No,
right?
I think that's the different. Yeah, I think that's where like you're. Yeah, I know what you're talking about. I think it's different. I think it's in a different.
Oh,
Exorcist house is in Georgetown, I think, outside of Washington, D.C.
them stairs.
Where
you know,
is
those long
the Warren's house, the Annabelle house? Because last month, like some paranormal guy
Amityville?
died there.
Yeah, he
Amityville?
had the Annabelle. He moved into Annabelle, and then he died.
That one's in Long Island, which
Is it
is
really?
not
I thought it
a
was
huge
Pennsylvania,
place.
too.
Let's see.
I've been doing like mad research on the ghost of Scranton in Pennsylvania. And then this like Annabelle thing happened. It was just weird because I never read about ghosts. I was just doing it to study Scranton because that's where the office is. Oh,
Huh.
Ocean
So just think down the
Avenue
road.
on the timeline.
I thought Layla was talking, but she muted herself, I think.
And I was saying thank you to the donation. Joel, thank you very much.
Avenue.
The Amityville
Yeah, this one
Layla, you
is the
sound like butter
basis for
tonight.
so many horror stories.
and rap songs.
Yeah, I think, isn't there? Yeah, I feel like that was one of the first scary movies that my sister was like obsessed with growing up.
If you look at that one on a
Amityville.
map of where the actual Amityville house is, it's not that far from Camp Hero, which is Project Monarch, which is Stranger Things. Like it's actually,
Oh
I mean,
shit!
Long Island is not a huge place,
Thank you,
so
you
it
guys.
wouldn't be
Where they're ripping open the portal.
yeah, where they
much?
rip open the portal and monsters come in and all that. That's basically at the tip of Long Island.
Stranger Things is going to drop, and I think it's correlated to the Pisces Saturn retrograde. Like, I think they're going to release it like right when that ends.
That's
The
a good
what?
time for it. at the
The
end of
new
the Saturn retrograde.
Stranger Things. Yeah. They're releasing it like on Thanksgiving
And
and,
Christmas.
and Christmas and New Year's.
What do you think about 923?
That's that 923 code.
Because I see all the videos everywhere about 923.
Yeah, well, so the 923, I was just joking, but 9 September 23rd, it's the end of the world on all the articles and in all the films. September 23rd is always the date. And shout out to Roseanne. She said that it's connected as well this year to a Jewish holiday as well. So, but I'm looking out for a ton of dates for a ritual to go down for September. So we got the eclipse, right? The blood moon.
When is that?
On the 6th and 7th, the blood moon. And then we have a solar eclipse on the 21st. So it's kind of weird because this 217 is like what this movie Weapons is about. You had you got the 217, all the kids go missing at 217. And there's the 17 people of the kids that leave the classroom. And then there's the two others that stay, the teacher and the kid. His name's Alex, by the way. So that's cool because that's my name.
I definitely will watch it. I just haven't yet.
But this event that happened, the same code, 217, was all in the news. There was 2 passed away and the 17 injured. And then you see in the United Kingdom, the girl with the axe, she has 2 weapons and it says 17. So it's 217. And this eclipse is happening on 2/1 on the 21st and on the 7th, 217. It's like all over the place. It's super schizophrenia.
Well, also September is the 7. It's really not the 9.
Yeah, 7 septum. Right. Is a septum? Am I saying that right? Is that a body part?
That's your
Septum's
nose.
your nose.
Yeah. Okay. September. I think it's also sept. I don't know.
It is actually.
Yeah, it used to be 7. It used to be the 7th month, just like October used to be the 8th. November was the 9th. December was the 10th.
And
Tell
Wednesday,
those pesky Caesars.
Wednesday is Woden's Day. And this event went down on Wednesday. And Wednesday's like at Wendy's with the redhead. This guy's like this redhead. And they've been promoting this tragic like Happy Meal. So
SSGG, brothers and sisters, just remember blood moon ritual next week. Don't tell anyone.
Meet us at the end of the dock.
No, you're not supposed to look at the eclipse. It's bad luck. President Trump looked at the eclipse, and that's when all the bad stuff started happening to him in his first term.
You always look at the eclipse, except you don't stare at it so long that it melts the inside of your eyes. We've learned all these things. What about, do you think that is like representative of 3 triangles at all? Because you just brought up Odin. Do you think it's
that reminds me of the movie Kung Pao. Have you seen Kung Pao? It's hilarious. It's one of the greatest films by Steve Oedeker, who made Ace Ventura: Pet Detective. If you look up Kung Pao, you'll know what I'm talking about. I'm surprised Paranoid's not jumping all over this right now.
He's sleeping. Shh. Just kidding.
Leave me alone. I remember Kung Pao was the way. It was like it's a movie that now people on TikTok would go crazy over because it was like a white guy just acting as incredibly racist as possible, right? That was the one where like he punches the udders of the cow. No?
Yeah, you punch the udders of the cow, but the UFO is that symbol. We showed it in the Jamie Hanshaw video when we put together. I was using Kung Pao for the intro.
It was just, what was his voice like?
Oh, it was.
You know hilarious. What it was like.
It's the funniest movie. I mean, it's funny when I watched it. I watched it again as an adult. It wasn't as funny, but it was good.
It's like Billy Madison funny. A little
I
bit.
love Billy Madison.
There's a girl with 3 boobs.
Oh, so we're going Total Recall.
Yeah, it was like Total Recall. But so the genius of that film was it was an actual kung fu movie, and he superimposed himself into this kung fu movie. So like all the actors in it aren't actors; they're like actually in it, and they redid the voices. It's really cool.
And then he never was heard from again, right? That was it. It was just Kung Pao, and then nothing ever again from that guy.
Yeah, my neighbor, his mama dated him.
That's pretty
Just a
random.
weird-
From Kung
yeah,
Pao.
Yeah. Steve Oedeker. He also did the Thumb movies.
Oh, that's right. The like star thumbs
Yeah, those are so funny.
I haven't
or
seen
Thumb
those.
Wars. That's what it was. Thumb Wars.
Thumb Wars and Thumb Tanic and Bat Thumb.
I haven't seen any of those movies.
Mm-mm.
They're hilarious. Like if I could go back in time and watch them for the first time again, I would be so happy.
That's always like my fave things is when I'm telling somebody a show they should watch and you find like one of your favorite shows and somebody hasn't seen it. You're almost like, what? You have to watch this, and you're just jealous that you don't ever get to watch it with that kind of like a whole series to watch like from scratch. I don't know. I like when people tell me a show with the same like, you've never seen this? Chaney, I can't believe you haven't seen this. I'm like, I can't wait. Like, those are like my favorite.
You're watching the
shows.
new South Park?
You guys, I probably in my whole life have seen like less than 6 hours of South Park.
Wow. You're missing out.
And I feel like I had a boyfriend once take me to the movies and see it.
Yeah.
And
Bigger,
so I
yes,
sat
I'm
and
going
saw
him.
one.
Bigger, longer, and uncut. That's the name of the movie.
Yeah. I feel like
I think in middle school there was like a good year or 2 years where you just heard Cartman voice
Yes.
all the
All
time
the
in
time.
school, and I could see a lot of people just being like, "I don't ever want to have anything to do with whatever that voice is."
I'm
But it
gonna
was
tell
also
you for
Beavis and
real,
Butthead for
it
us,
makes
too.
me cringe a little bit in the same way. Like if you guys like just got up and did the Macarena, like I'd be like, you don't have to finish it. You showed me you could do
ma'am.
it. Yeah, there's something like about it that it's like.
Cream myself, young guy.
Yeah, I don't know any.
Macarena
of it.
was a huge ritual in the world
Oh
stage.
my god, I hated that shit. I always have.
Are you?
Never
I
done
loved
it one
It was
time.
like the only like white boy dance move I got it down.
I never
Good.
did it one
I'm happy
time.
for you that you enjoyed
I
that.
don't know how they do these TikTok dances, but I can Macarena all day long.
I just think my
Alright.
whatever, like being the opposite of the crowd has always been my thing, and so like I've never Macarena'd. Like you could probably name a line dance with the exception of the electric slide,
Respect.
and it's not just any electric slide; it has to be the real electric slide. If
The
you know, you
electric?
know.
Electric.
No, that's the white people electric slide.
Ooh, look at that.
Cha cha now, y'all.
What about
I
baby?
hate all of those. Oh my god. Do not do the hip hop like line dance. I'm just not a line dancer joiner person. I think it's gay. Sorry.
What about Superman?
Oh my gosh, you're so sweet.
Soldier Boy.
Woo woo. Thank you.
We love you guys tonight. A couple more bucks and Layla's going to show you her tits. Sorry, it's just old hat. Sorry, Layla. She's not going to. Don't do that. That's false advertising. It was just. Sorry, you guys. It is after midnight. Do make sure you hit the like, subscribe, and reshare.
See, it's early here.
It's early for you guys. Oh, it's too early, Layla. Not yet.
It's got to be midnight on the West Coast.
Yeah, it's a
Yeah, it
little
has to
early.
be.
Well, will you look at that? It's midnight on the West Coast. There's a no, just man.
That is one whole thing. I feel like I don't know if it was ever on air, but I feel like part of it was that with the sept and the seven is that the reason the two Caesars add months, and you have this whole over the Mediterranean from Italy over to Jerusalem across down to Ethiopia. You kind of get these huge religious that Ethiopia never ends up with any of the global media power, so to speak. But September 11th is when their calendar starts because they believe that that's the day that God created the world. So Sept for them, like 7-Eleven, thank heaven 7-Eleven, that's for Ethiopian, that's their new year. So it's a huge day for them. And when you look up into old Bibles, like who people theorize has the oldest Bible, like where the Catholics ripped all these books out, like the Ethiopian has the original books. And then there's also rumors that they have the Ark of the Covenant. So when you look at where they're in placement to Italy directly, it is interesting, like even in the Indiana Jones of it all, where they're looking for, like the cup, that is the cup of a carpenter. That's the difference of looking at, if you were to come across the Mediterranean and look at Ethiopia or the Vatican, you would pick the cup of a carpenter. And no one would pick Ethiopia to go to, but that's where the quest should lead. But the Vatican's looks like it's all the riches. But if you want the knowledge, you go the other direction.
It's just like Greenland and Iceland, how they tricked everybody that Greenland's great when it's ice, but it's Iceland that's great.
You guys are funny tonight. You're sweet. Thank you, Shunter. Like, what the hell?
That makes total sense.
Layla is going to have to sit there topless. We're not going to make a big scene of it. She'll just sit there with her tits out. No, I'm just-
All right, here we go.
I'm
we're not
invested. I wanna
feminists, but
see.
we're also not like going to make a big deal about it.
Yeah.
It's just a random Friday.
Buy beads that throw them at you.
Nothing special.
I was telling my friend about
Should I do
the
it?
gathering of the juggalos, how you're supposed to show your butthole at the gathering. And I was explaining to him that it's not like a sexual thing. It's just something you do.
You show your butthole.
Is there
Yeah.
any times you guys can, in that same vein, that you've thought of, you show some random body part and it's not sexual, it's just something you do, like mooning somebody out of a car? It's not sexual, is it?
No, it's just funny.
Yeah. And like these big famous rappers like Ice Cube and Method Man, they'd go on stage and then the juggalos are like, show your butthole to them. And they don't know how to respond. They're not respected. Their music's respected, but they're not embraced by the culture. But Steve-O, he showed his
Of
butthole.
course he did.
And he's
Of
very
course he
highly
did.
respected.
He shoots off bottle rockets out of
Thomas
his butthole.
put a
so-
note in the comic that somewhere when someone's on stage with a microphone, a tiny little voice from the back hole says, show your butthole.
That would be like an inside juggalo joke. Like all juggalos would get that.
All just juggalos only.
You
Like
guys
they're
are getting the secret info right now.
if a juggalo ever finds it in the Real Housewives comic, it'll be like such a win for them. Like they're in a marriage made in heaven. Like they're like somewhere. It's crisscross the channels perfectly.
All the butlers are juggalos. There you go.
Oh, that's
Right?
kind of funny.
Because they're butlers. All right, anyway.
Mhm.
So tell me more about this boo boo.
What do you guys know about the Labubu?
That's that tribe that ate
what do I
Michael
know?
Rockefeller, isn't it?
Let's go into it.
Really?
A bunch of adults are acting weird around the
Mhm.
whole Labubu thing. I just
Like,
find it so
oh my
fucking
God,
weird.
Like do the whole it's a counterfeit if it has this and like oh my gosh, it's so stupid.
Like having mental breakdowns if they don't get the one that they get.
Yeah.
It's like the new Beanie Baby Furby.
We didn't go that crazy for them like that.
I
We weren't
did.
having mental breakdown. Really?
Oh,
Adults were
I wasn't.
like
I-
Karens.
I was like out in front of the store with my grandma, like waiting for it to open so we can get that, Christmas Beanie Baby limited edition.
I think it's similar though, because when Beanie Babies came out, they also came out alongside little price guides, and the price guides had like how much the Beanie Babies were going to be worth in 10 years from now, and there were like people were turning in their savings and buying up Beanie Babies.
I was like Charlie in the original Willy Wonka, where like he only had 2 chocolate bars. My parents weren't buying me little boo boos and shit like that.
Did you get the
Beanie
Princess
Babies.
Diana?
Yeah.
Did you guys ever are you old enough that anyone in your family had Cabbage Patch?
I had a Cabbage
I had a
Yeah.
Cabbage
Okay.
Patch.
Okay, so
I inherited a Cabbage Patch from
They
the
smelled
elders.
so good.
these
too.
other
still
things I was
remember the
thinking
smell.
about, we all know the Cabbage Patch conspiracies, and people are like, they attach to the World's Fairs, to Taria, the orphan trains, all those things. I was just remembering my own Cabbage Patch and how I didn't really want one. My sister wanted one. And then I was just thinking how this like infiltration that I remember more for her. And then I was like looking at my pictures of my mom when she was young, that they wanted babies to have babies. Like they were giving them baby dolls, like almost like it was everywhere in such a way that you almost imagine that if the orphan trains were true, then 12-year-olds and 13-year-olds, it's very normal that babies were having babies. And so it was like something carrying over from them giving us this Cabbage Patch and like replaying that again without us even knowing it. And then I was remembering this other phase with the Cabbage Patch, that they had preemies. Like it was like the first phase of Cabbage Patch that came out was just regular. And then like after the like buzz was built up, there was like a less expensive Cabbage Patch, and it was like bald and smaller beanbag.
They had like fetal alcohol syndrome.
Yeah, but it was just
They're on a discount.
Yeah, well, that's the World's Fair. How they had all the preemie containers and things at them, where it was all like everything was about preemie babies and preemie. It was like how people like smaller dogs. I don't know. It was almost like a trend. Like get a smaller.
That was me. I was actually
pygmy.
going through old like notes somewhere, and it was, I don't know what these numbers mean, but everyone I told them to said it was small. It was 4 pounds on birth and 18 inches long. That was me.
Oh,
and that was
That's my 418 code, bro.
So I've got medical documentation that does say that I'm 18 inches.
Huh.
Nice.
Prove it.
That's
Like-
tiny little baby.
28 inches later.
That's hilarious. Like a movie.
But have you heard that people are talking about that? Like the new 28.
Oh,
the
yeah,
28
yeah, with the dongs. Yeah.
Yes.
That was hilarious. We saw it together.
What?
Thomas.
I've rewatched
He was
it.
sleeping. He slept through it. It's about
I fall asleep in movie
he's
theaters.
the alpha. Thomas Paranoid is the alpha. So he's got the alpha dong like in that movie.
If Thomas falls asleep in movie theaters and faints if he sees blood.
That's pretty accurate.
Those are on my list of things to remember in a pinch.
You missed it. Me and
When they
Paranoid,
hold you down.
Real Ride or Die. We were all sitting there together in the movie theater watching these alpha dongs, and 28 years later, and I mean, we hear snoring, and we look over, and the alpha's sleeping, and that's this guy.
I've told this before. Like, well, one of like a date that I had gone on when the Jason like came back out, when they like revamped Jason in the early 2000s, and it was like my favorite horror franchise. I had like the shirt. I had this awesome Jason shirt that I used to wear. Like I was so jazzed for this. We went to the movie theater, and it was like her and all of her friends, and just me, like just some guy that they didn't know. And the exact same thing, like right in like this big scene when they're stabbing through the floorboards, and it got like real quiet. I guess I just started snoring really loud, and then people were like laughing at me, and it was like a whole thing. But it's just, that's always been me since I was forever, that I will fall asleep in a movie theater like 100 times, like 10 times out of 10.
He did.
Even if I'm like excited for the movie and I've been waiting to see it, it just
The
fucking
ambiance
happens.
just puts you to sleep.
That movie sucked.
Every time. That's what
It
like
was,
Thomas
you know
comes
what though?
out every
It's
movie.
worth
Put me
rewatching
to
to
sleep.
get to the end of it.
Yeah, that's true. The ending was pretty good, but the beginning was awful, and the middle was worse.
I didn't hate it. I don't know. I rewatched. I didn't hate it on rewatch.
I hated it.
I'm
You
a
did-
Nightmare
you
on Elm
did
Street
hate
kind
it.
of girl. Freddy Krueger.
I'm such a big fan of
Layla.
28
Yeah,
Days
those
later, hours
first
later,
28
minutes,
inches later.
minutes.
The first one was so great. I loved it when in theaters,
So
and the
good,
second
yeah.
one was even better. And I was expecting it to be.
You know what their
similar.
groundbreaking thing was in that movie, which is so simple, but it was groundbreaking at the time. Fast zombies. They just
Yeah.
put speed on zombies and it changed the game.
Fast
Like,
one.
I'll never forget
Yeah,
the scene where
every
he's
zombie
looking
show
up and that
before that was like, oh,
drops in
I'm
his
The
eye.
Walking Dead. Oh, I'm coming at you, The Walking Dead. But they put speed on them zombies, and all of a sudden,
It's scary as fuck.
show's over.
Yeah.
Yeah, like they turned like quicker now. You're right. Like
Yeah,
now
like everybody
they get
automatically,
bit, and now they're just like automatically like.
even big bitches that don't get it, like people that never have to do nothing. They're like, I'll beat the shit out of a zombie just walking at me. But a fast zombie, if you got to
Okay,
run all
so-
of a sudden,
They show in this 20
Game change.
inches later the slow zombies on the floor, and they're like crawling, and
Like slugs.
it's kind of racist though, because like they make it a certain like culture.
And they do like an Asian voice. It's really weird.
Yeah.
Like a real strong one.
How weird.
is it like, oh, or is it
and like,
like,
and like what they're eating, like it's weird.
doesn't an Asian zombie sound different than just an American zombie? Is like, and an Asian zombie, oh. How's one sound? How does one sound all of a sudden become like such
One of them's problematic, and the other one's just normal.
I'm like walking around with a bat in this movie, and I'm like, this motherfucker better not know some motherfucking karate.
No shit.
All of a sudden, karate zombie changes the game on just fast zombie.
Oh,
That's
they need to do
hilarious.
that. Like zombies in like Hong Kong or something like that.
You got to do like a racial zombie movie. Like the Jewish ones would be like, "Oi, hey," you know, and then the Asian ones would be like, "Oh."
Oh wait, a Jewish zombie be like,
They'd be like, "Oi."
they'd be like,
Like-
oh,
Oh,
like they're a little worried. They're a
That would be
tiny
the
bit worried.
funniest. And then like, yeah, that's hilarious.
It's just one sound you can make. Oh my
I'm
God.
sure we could put something together with the
and
AI.
then Muslims.
That's what I kind of I want to shoot some things in real life. I think we could actually make a funny sketch show and then mix AI with it.
Yeah,
They're
AI,
hanging out.
incredible.
Yeah, and then we can hang out. And I think overacting in something campy that's a scary movie is amazing. Like,
Yeah, it's
fun.
a B flick, a B horror flick. They're the
And I
greatest.
think you'll actually be surprised at what each of us pull out.
That's what she said.
It's called 28 inches later.
20. So funny.
Yeah, or 28 minutes later. It's just a 28-minute long scary
Yeah.
movie. I don't know. We'll see. We'll
28
keep messing with
seconds
that idea.
later.
That's great. Better than a 5-minute.
Yeah, I know. That's what I was thinking, actually.
No, I wasn't mocking
Nobody
it for
want a
time.
5-minute.
That's
Fun
perfect. Who needs to go longer than that?
13 minutes
I got shit to do.
is the average session
Is it really?
statistically when you're alone.
Oh, okay.
So that's why they've done the studies on the websites, how long people are on the websites for.
Oh.
13 minutes is about the average.
This is kind of a good idea in general for our movie. None of the voices will really match the lip sync.
Yeah.
Like it's old, like
That's
like they won't be able to tell what parts are AI or not because it'll all be a little off.
Like, that's so
Right.
funny. Like the Squid Games.
And obvious where it's like, and it'll be like, I don't like him.
Well, that's what they do. That's what they do in the Kung Pao movie. You'd be like, and then it'll be like, okay.
Yeah, we're gonna do some of that shit. Maybe I do need to watch Kung Pao.
That's so funny. What the first time you watch it?
It's like the Blob, like how the Blob was really taking over New York, but the Blob as a scary movie seems kind of crazy in that same way that they're like, there's a blob that's coming to New York. It'll be there in 50 years. It's like,
No, it's going to be there in like 15 million years.
yeah, it'll be there in 15 million years. Like, ain't nobody got time for that shit.
Yeah, 15 million years.
That's how I feel like the Blob, the real movie was. Like, even him moving like, I'm like, finish what you got to tell me, girl, because this blob's over here, and I just want to get out the door, but to my car before it gets here.
These headlines are awful. They're just going to get worse and worse and worse.
What headlines?
Of the news, like there are blobs coming to New York, and then you read it, it's like in 15 million years, or there's zombie animals like approaching, and then you read it. Actually, there's no zombies. This is the
These are the same people that were saying that Beanie Babies were going to be worth thousands of dollars in 10 years, and they're making calls on like what's going to happen in millions of years.
Don't give up on the Beanie Babies, bro. Like trends, they come and go, but they come back.
Nostalgia, yeah.
Like baseball cards.
Yes.
Like they figured out that like all those things of baseball cards, but I feel like Pokemon cards are similar.
There's going to be a conspiracy, like the Cabbage Patch conspiracy, like in 100 years from now, and they're going to be like, yo, there were chimeras. And there's going to be like something like that with Beanie Babies. At that time, all the chimeras, this is so-and-so.
There probably already is one weird thing if you looked into it. They were probably just smuggling drugs with them. It was probably like a nice, easy way to smuggle cocaine in the 80s. Like right after the 80s boom, and they were like busting everybody they just probably were putting heroin and cocaine in them and being able to get them through customs quick because look at the news is showing us mad, like people are crazy about these things.
My theory is they're in bowling balls.
Have you ever seen the Beanie Baby movie?
No.
If you haven't seen it, I legitimately recommend seeing it.
Who's in it?
Zach Galifianakis plays
Zach
the CEO.
Galifianakis.
He plays the CEO of Ty. He plays the guy Ty, and Ty was the guy's name. That's that little heart tag, and that was the brand was Ty. He named it after himself. And basically, I don't want to give any of it away, but it's like crazy how that entire company even existed and perpetuate. He hired like one chick, and she did all the designs, like all the cool stuff, and then he was just sitting there like making money and didn't see the internet coming and refused to put them on the internet or have any kind of online distribution, and it sort of just like fizzled the whole thing out. And I think they had like the Beanie Baby McDonald's toys, and that was the thing that absolutely destroyed the whole company, at least like in the simplified movie form.
Really?
It burned people out.
You know what that just reminded me of? The little tie thing with a heart. Like, do you guys remember Pound Puppies?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
It had a little heart on it too, but it was PP.
That's what I think.
It was what?
PP.
I think the Pound Puppies and that kind of like animal push was also they could get those acoustic kitties into our houses.
Yeah.
Well, I think in a practical way too, like the Cabbage Patch and like dolls, it was if you know that you're gonna pump out like 9 kids to help on the farm, this was the vetting process to know when certain kids were ready to like start helping with the child rearing, right? Like once they stop dragging the doll around by their foot so the head's like scraping the ground, once they learn like, oh, I got to treat it this way, now they're allowed to like work indoors. and like care for the actual babies. Like it was the test dummy essentially.
I wonder like how attached you were to your Cabbage Patch doll, like how that relates to how many kids you end up having. Because I had 5 kids and I love my Cabbage Patch.
Maybe it was just the area I grew up in, but everyone that I knew, like growing up as a kid, anyone that had a Cabbage Patch, they looked so gross. They had just like rings
Yeah.
of
Oh yeah. They
spills
get like
and
marks on their faces that
Dirty
never come
ass
off,
feet.
and their yarn hair
I
was like.
loved my
They were like
Cabbage Patch.
Whoville. They all
They
the Cabbage
smelled
Patches were
so good.
from Whoville.
I don't
They
know
all
what
end
that
up getting,
smell
like,
was. You guys
dreadlocks.
remember that?
They all had trench foot.
Yeah, I do, Layla.
Sorry.
Yeah,
it
it
was a
smelled
good
like-
smell. They
like
should
a
make deodorant that
sweet-
smells like that.
Powdery, like almost like an actual baby fucking smell.
There was a certain chemical they used to use in the 80s and the early 90s for plastic molding that smelled like sweet vanilla, but it was toxic. Like whenever you smell that like sweet vanilla smell, it was just your brain smelling toxic chemicals.
That's great.
Do you guys remember your Cabbage Patch's names?
Yep.
No.
What?
It was Cassandra, but I called her Cassie.
Mine was Labubu.
Yeah, I didn't have one.
And I was pissed because I had it. Like all my belongings fit into 2 cardboard boxes when I left for boot camp. And my little sister went through them, and my Cabbage Patch was one of the things. Like I had kept like that for my nostalgia item. And I got home on leave, and it was in the backyard, tore up by her freaking dog. I was so pissed. I was like, she had gone through all my stuff, and my clothes were everywhere. And I was like, I packed those into 2 boxes, just a few little items I had left in this world. And
Chucky was probably a real
She
story.
ruined my
Like
Cabbage
all these
Patch.
demons needed vessels to go into. Like the dog probably, like all of us just had little Chuckies and we didn't even know it.
well, that's why I like the Cabbage Patch, because I hated other dolls. Like dolls that are realistic still freak me the fuck out. Like I'm not a doll person, but Cabbage Patches were enough fake that they didn't bother me.
I hated the mixture of a hard ass plastic head and a soft body. I'm like,
Yeah.
it
I
was
had
like
so
the
many
same as the
dolls.
glowworm. It was like, this isn't cuddly. You have a glowworm in your bed and jumped on it too hard when you were a kid. You'll bruise yourself.
Dude,
I'm like,
the My Pet
okay.
Monster, that thing, like the whole face with the nose and the teeth, like those things would hurt you if you hit one of those things wrong.
Yeah, I'm like, give me a stuffed animal. Here, I want to.
I had Polly
I had,
Pockets.
I had a Time and Dallas
Whoa.
page.
What are we looking at? Oh.
It's the Sphere in Vegas.
Oh, I saw
It's
that. It
playing
looks
Wizard
so
of
great.
Oz.
I'd be down to go to this.
Yeah, it looks kind of cool.
Awesome.
Is it the whole movie or is it just like an experience?
I don't know. I think it's an experience because see how they're doing this shit up front.
I want to go there.
This is what they're playing in the dome for like the next year and a half.
Oh,
Like during the day or something.
Well, just like when you go to see what they're actually playing, if you go to the dome's website, 'cause I looked at this recently to see what was just going on in Vegas. And this is like the big thing that they're gonna like their flagship video.
It's like their own movie.
I want to go. I want to see a movie in that. We should all go. Let's go to Vegas,
Look at
baby.
inside a Twister.
I'm
Inside the
down.
eye.
I look
It's
close
super
to-
cheap to go too.
Yeah, their economy's not good right now.
They across the board,
I
they've
know, it's
added
like
these
ghost town.
they add these resort fees to Vegas now, which makes what used to be like a really cheap, great deal, and now it's not really so much.
No, I know the good deals, bro. You go to the Golden Nugget or the Stratus.
I see that
ask for the
timeline.
basement floor in Excalibur.
I see the
I'll go
timeline
to
where
the
you can go
Excalibur.
see Alice in Wonderland at the Sphere.
Oh my god, I love that.
I love that idea. We are all
Love
are on
Alice in
that
Wonderland.
timeline.
I wanted
Yeah.
to see the Grateful Dead thing if they do that again.
I wanted to see the Matrix.
Oh, that would be sick.
I wonder if
Sphere.
I would fall asleep in the sphere.
Yeah.
I think I
No,
would.
I don't think you would.
No, you wouldn't. You would?
I don't know,
I think
man.
I'd get dizzy, honestly, and throw up.
We went in a sphere together.
Motion
Thomas,
sickness.
remember?
What sphere?
The Epcot.
Yeah. So that's the weirdest thing too. Well, I guess yeah, all dark rides too. I just like knock out in the dark ride, even if I'm not tired.
You didn't fall asleep there.
Really?
No, I didn't, because I'm legitimately. We're talking about Spaceship Earth, which is inside Epcot. It's just legitimately one of my favorite rides ever. So I don't.
There's a UFO sighting there. Did you hear about the UFO sighting at Epcot last week?
No.
I've heard a lot about
Do
all
tell.
kinds of.
Disney replaced the ride with a bar, Thomas.
What?
I'm pulling
ride?
it up right now because I was just going to pull up Spaceship Earth so I could show the audience. And then it says this right here, that Disney replaced its Spaceship Earth ride at Epcot with a bar.
No, there's no way.
This is August 25th, 2025. Let's see
Fake
what-
news.
Let's see.
Yeah, that sounds like fake news.
Look at InsideTheMagic.net.
No, that's a banner. That's a.
No, like, see what the website's called? InsideTheMagic.net.
Well, what does it say? What is it? What's the actual article say?
It says on Monday, August 25th, the iconic Spaceship Earth attraction closed for an infinite refurbishment just hours after crews presumably began work inside the geodesic sphere. Disney park guests noticed a sign directing visitors to its themed adults-only lounge, GEO82.
That's the 82 code.
Damn, that's crazy. I still don't believe. I mean, I believe it, but I still don't believe it.
They're turning it into
Well-
an adult-only lounge.
Because you know how many like old people go to Epcot? Like no kid, hardly anyone brings their kids there. It's like people go and drink around the world. They probably want to do something to make it cheaper and then up the food and beverage intake there.
That looks
Did
pretty
you
good.
guys? Did we talk
Well-
about how the shooter's father worked for a specific company called Esri? And it's a major contractor with the Department of Defense, CIA, NSA, FBI, DHS, FEMA, and local and state government.
Oh, so he was CIA too.
So
Like all
his
of us.
father's name is James Westman, and he works at Esri. Yeah. Okay.
got it.
When I asked
Yeah,
ChatGPT, I was like, "Hey,
That's-
is James whatever part of the CIA?" No, he's not. I was like, "Well, he works for Esri," and he's like, "Well, the correct way to say that is that he is what is it called? Oh
He's
my
like
God.
subcontracted
He's
by the
the-
CIA.
Yes, exactly." And I'm like, that's the
funniest
same fucking thing.
crazy thing. So I'm doing my research on it. I put the guy's name in, but I'm like lazy about it. So I just put in school shooter CIA dad because I thought it was going to come up so quick. Dude, the amount of school shooters or CIA dads that came up in a list for me that I was like, whoa, like, and that
You know what's funny? I asked ChatGPT, give me a list of it, and it would not give me a list of CIA. There's no proof that any of these school shooters' fathers were CIA. I'm like, you're just a propaganda machine at this point. Speculation. This makes him CIA. There's no evidence confirming he is personally in the CIA. Well, no shit. I'm not saying that. Fucking psyop after psyop.
I did hear about that.
Oh, you know who's part of the CIA though? We are apparently.
Oh, wait, here
But we knew that.
we can talk about it. This
Okay.
is where I was like, oh. And so it was like Minneapolis school shooter alleged manifesto, partly written in acrylic.
It was
XF
pseudo-acrylic.
Okay, and then FSU shooting victim include a school whose dad was Cuban exile turned CIA op. And then I was like, okay. And then there was the FSU stuff. I swear it wasn't all FSU stuff yesterday. There was some, but
That's that FSU code.
yeah. Um,
I got a couple laughs for paranoid on that one.
Anyway,
I keep-
earlier when I looked, another one of them, it was all came up with the Pride shooting, the Pulse nightclub. Like it kept mixing that in with it. And I was just like, dang, there's a lot of shooters that you just put in CIA daddy. And it's like, maybe that's the word I used. CIA daddy. Anyway.
CIA and the SSRIs usually one of the two, and if you've got both, you're pretty much on a track, right?
Well, so I was researching the man's handwriting in his notes, and the way that he wrote was very calm. So when he was planning this out, he was super calm, just like I know it. He was like you look at the writing, which I think that's a big thing when it comes to these events. Like they're doing these big crazy things, but they're very calm through the whole thing. That's sort of a mind control kind of connection.
Yeah.
And this one had what Skibbity was written on one of the magazines. So now, forever an FBI like mass shooting lore, they're all gonna have to know what Skibbity means.
Skibbity toilet.
Yep.
And-
One and the same.
It almost sounds like bibbity. Bibbity
So
bobbity
it was
boo.
kind of funny this week is somebody wrote something. You guys are sweeter than Southern tea.
Aw.
Thank you,
Aw.
Brandy. You guys are awesome. But what was I just gonna say? Oh yeah, so somebody this week went at Thomas, which I just thought is funny. I was explaining to Jules like how Thomas has this like really dry sense of humor, but it's like an asshole sense of humor, and it's so funny. So somebody was like, "Oh, you know, like Joe Rogan and Alex Jones are feds, and then there's like low level feds like." Paranoid American, and I don't know who else they put on it.
Donut was up there.
No, and Donut. And then there was pictures. And then so anyone in the pictures, Thomas tagged everyone that was also in the picture.
Yeah, he shared. Well, this happens to me.
We're the
all the
second
time.
tier.
This happens.
Right?
Third tier. We're third tier.
No,
don't
we're
worry.
silver medalist.
Yeah, no, you're all civil medalist.
Rome wasn't built in a
Yeah.
day. We'll get to the top tier position one day.
Top tier agents. But anyways, I just love that Thomas was like, I don't want to take all the credit by myself.
He shared a testimonial.
It takes a network, an Al Qaeda, you might call it.
This guy shared a testimonial of our Illuminati comic. He shared like the person was like, "Wow, this is so amazing! Thank you so much, absolutely awesome." So it's like he's getting the testimonials out there. So
You know,
thank you. He's sort of-
People, it almost sounds like a trope at a certain point. People be like, "Oh, those haters, those are going to be your biggest fans," or like, are they just? And it's funny because you go through these threads, and then there's all these jumper-ons, and they're all like, you know, "Thank you for showing us the light. You know, we've blocked everyone in this thread. You're all blocked." And I'll just like go and just check out one of their profiles. I'm not blocked. I can see everything. They follow me, right? Like
The exact same
they're not
thing.
blocking
No,
anybody.
They're all
they
blocked.
blocked me. I was blocked.
I was like, they don't follow me or they didn't block me. It's fine. But I just think it's funny because some of us are like, I feel like sometimes if I just wake up at a weird time of the day, like sometimes I'm just up for an hour at 5 a.m. and I just can't sleep and I'm like scrolling and I just have a weird like, ha ha ha, whatever. And I don't really have like an energetic tie to online like some people do, that I'm like, I just picture nice people. Like I picture Heidi Love being a nice lady and all of a sudden being involved in like a thread of like, you know how the triangle accounts have come at us in the past. Like
Yeah,
all of
but
a sudden
the
there's
thing is
pictures, everything that you've ever done online, every word cut.
in the hip hop world or just in any business, You got to see who's beefing with who, because it's going to get views if you go after a YouTuber with more clout.
But
Well,
you know,
attack. You could see podcasters do this all the time, where they just make full-on videos about other podcasters.
yeah, and they get more videos than the podcasters. Like I
Yeah,
know
it's
full
battle
people
rap.
who like
it's co-telling like the
Yeah.
success of others. And
well,
then
if you
see-
think about it, so many podcasters are just talking about other people's content to begin with. So it's just they've become the content.
yeah, it's weird.
Like
It's the
like,
Howard Stern effect.
yeah, I mean, like there became other people that just talked about Howard Stern, and all he was doing was talking about people. But that's what I feel like a lot of the people, it's like they wanted the fame. Part of the fame is that people talk about you. And a lot of the times, more of the fame in the Howard Stern effect, they listen longer if they hate you.
Mm-hmm.
Like they really do listen 10 times the amount. And that is the Howard Stern effect. Like they love to listen to what they hate, 20 minutes for what they love. But I just think like oh wait, what? Is somebody talking?
Oh, that reminded me. What's the movie? With all the door symbolism, and I think Kevin Spacey, didn't the dad of the neighbor boy, like he was obsessed with like, do you hear this shit? It's all demonic. Like they get so obsessed and they just want to listen to it. And I don't remember what the movie's called. American Beauty.
Oh, I thought you were talking about American Beauty.
American
Yeah.
Beauty had demons.
No, the dad was kind of religious, wasn't he? Maybe I'm thinking the wrong movie, but the
Oh,
like
the guy,
The
the
other
kid across
dad.
the street. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, because he was super concerned that Kevin Spacey was grooming his son, but in retrospect, he probably was.
yeah, it probably was.
I know IRL. That's
Like the dad on set is actually mirroring the same thoughts as the movie dad on set, but like
oh my god, yeah.
the dad on the real set had a legitimate concern.
Can you imagine? Like that's your character, and they're like, "You're doing a really good job at this scene, there, Bill." And he's
You're really
like, "Do you
nailing this
see
whole like
this going
monster
on?"
predator groomer thing, man.
That was a weird time. That was like around the time Eyes Wide Shut came out too.
Oh
Blockbuster.
yeah, yep.
I like too when someone saw that, they were like, "This guy would make a mean Bill Clinton. We should cast him as Bill Clinton."
Did you guys hear?
Yeah.
CNN. I don't know if this is real or not, okay? But I guess that guy Shane Vibes Truth, he makes videos about conspiracy. Anyway, apparently he was sharing news that scientists, even though we can't dig down to the core, they are saying that inner Earth's core may have stopped turning. And I'm just like, how do y'all know? You've never drilled deep enough to know that there's a core, first off. But you know that it may have stopped spinning. The sphere of it all.
And if you look at the second
you
sentence,
guys
it's like,
heard about that?
or maybe not. It may have stopped spinning
No, it
or
makes
not.
me crazy. Like all the stuff about the Earth's core make me crazy. As when they tell you about like a planet, however much away, that has water made of diamonds.
Yeah.
Yeah. Which planet
Makes
is
me
that?
Looney Tunes.
Like the core is made out of a huge diamond. And I'm like, how the fuck do you even know that? Like
Yeah,
you've
you
never
can't get
even
to
been
our
on the
core.
planet. Like
And they're like
suck my
physics.
dick.
And it's
Really?
like,
How many
ah.
Beanie Babies are in your closet before you give me any more stats?
That's what I heard somebody say, that the reason that they knew space was fake is because if it was real, then they would just call it physics, not astrophysics. But astrophysics is like, this whole thing can be bullshit. And I was like, that's
Well, that would mean quantum physics or BS too.
I don't know. I'm not saying they are or aren't.
I would watch this video of
Concern you?
an astronaut in space, and he was shooting honey out, and the honey came out, and he put it on a sandwich, and it was like a bubble, and he like wiggled it, and then he ate it. And then I'm thinking, like, if you're up in space and you're eating something and then you like swallow it, is it gonna like float up? You know?
Yeah, if
I
you'd
think you would
reflux
always have
everything.
upset belly and
Like,
space.
do you have to like? How does that work? Is it because there's no oxygen when you close your mouth or something? I don't know how.
And you have a vacuum bathroom.
You know, there's a
Yeah, they have to hit the spot.
On the B2s. There's a bathroom in them.
On the what?
On the B2s.
The bombers?
Uh-huh.
There's a bathroom?
Yeah.
They're enormous fucking planes.
Yeah,
I
but that's
hope
pretty
so.
cool though. There's a bathroom in there. Like,
I know this is so nerdy, but there's like a guy, I don't know if he's in Washington or Oregon, and he has one of those like put up perfectly in the trees. And he like, it's this tree, like it's where he lives. But he has like an old warplane, like.
I wish I lived in Florida.
Florida's awesome.
Us
Come on,
too.
man. We're ready for you.
Let's go.
This is the other big news this week.
You could definitely make it
and
happen.
Feel free. We can talk about whatever you guys want, but I didn't know if you were so excited about this.
Yeah, so check this out. I got some schizo stuff with it.
Okay, I'm in.
So they got together, and from their date of getting together to their engagement is 702 days. And when that happened, the 702 had a cyber incident go down.
Well, that's that 702 code.
It's not
That's a
702.
702
Vegas.
code, bro.
Yeah.
Oh, it's Vegas?
Yeah.
702.
That's super interesting.
Yeah.
And people
Do you know
connect
she has
her
like
to
a
Swift
doppelganger?
banking.
She's
Who?
also she's
Anton
got,
LaVey's daughter? Is that who it
Well,
is?
she has like an actual like look-alike that looks exactly like her, like fucking to the T, like to the T. And she's in a couple of her videos too. I forgot what her name is, but she legit has a fucking doppelganger that looks like her.
wasn't
I
it
have
pretty
on my phone somewhere.
extreme that President Trump says, "I hate Taylor Swift"? Like, it was super like it's pretty good. I mean, those are some strong words. Yeah, like out of nowhere, it's like it's just like you're kicking it. You're the president, and then you're just like, you know what? I hate
Hater.
Mariah Carey.
Hate is such a strong word.
There's
Yes.
I put in Trump, I hate Taylor Swift to pull up like a video, and it says, oh, there's a whole history of Trump hating Taylor Swift.
But he wishes her well now. He's like, I wish her well. She's a good person.
Oof, that ain't good. If he wishes her well, that is the nail
Yeah,
in the
that's-
coffin for
yeah,
Trump.
It is.
Oof. He wished her well.
I wish him well.
Well, probably because the husband supports Trump and she publicly has denounced Trump. So now, like, their political, like, that's going to be a thing in the future. People are going to care about this.
They control both sides of the party, just like Kim Kardashian and Kanye. This is how the elites operate. They start wars for ritualistic purposes, but both sides of the wars are straight connected to the kings and queens and nobility that are married together.
All right.
Yeah,
let's
apparently the
watch.
doppelganger's name is Becky Keegan. And she looks exactly like fucking Taylor Swift.
I want to tell everyone now, if you watch this later on and it just looks like the show cut weird, it's because YouTube will make me take this out later. But let's see. Let's watch it now. Let's see. Is it going to play? Pink.
16th, the president posted a question asking his followers, quote, has anyone noticed that since I said I hate Taylor Swift, she's no longer hot? It's unclear what prompted the latest ire from the president, as the singer has not spoken about Trump since publicly endorsing Democratic nominee Kamala Harris for president in September. Days after the singer endorsed Harris in an Instagram post after the general election debate, Trump took to his Truth Social to declare, quote, I hate Taylor Swift. Trump also reacted to the singer getting booed at the Super Bowl February 9th as the camera panned to her watching her boyfriend Travis Kelce and the Kansas City Chiefs lose to the Philadelphia Eagles. At the time, he wrote on his social media platform, quote, the only one that had a tougher night than the Kansas City Chiefs was Taylor Swift. She got booed out of the stadium. MAGA is very unforgiving. Trump's opinion of the global
My
superstar
God.
seemed to sour in
It's so New York.
I like that you can
That's a lot of
tell
A's.
that he's like a Hollywood guy, like a celeb guy, because that's who he ends up like inciting most of the time. Remember, like he like laser focus on Rosie O'Donnell for like a good year and a half.
Yeah, or when he hovered around Hillary.
Well, Rosie O'Donnell went on some huge rant about the shooter being a Trump supporter because
That's
she didn't
crazy.
know. She got the.
Didn't she say something about a blackout?
Oh yeah, yeah, she did too. The other thing I want, I would just need to see it up close. So anyone, if you follow me on X or tag me on whatever post, if you find a better picture than this, because I've been looking for it, but I just feel like they like their, weird relics and things. I need to know what her ring is. Because there's something else I read about the ring, that the whole thing is that she
Looks
like
a
there's
skull.
13, something about 13 in it, because Taylor Swift's all like, that's my favorite number, and so there's like 9 of something and 4 of something else, and so it makes 13. So I don't know, this is the best picture I can find, so it doesn't mean no good, but it's like $1 million.
I think it's mind control for the Swifties. Like, the society pushes different agendas on like the women or the men. And
I don't understand it.
I don't either, but I know that it's like emotional manipulation.
Who I know, I feel like the women I know that are the Swifties are the same women that they like are very like boosted and masked. It's like a type of person. It's like all the same type of person. Like how she's like, she told her followers to go and vote for Kamala.
Oh,
Like,
she did? I didn't know that.
yeah, that
she
was part of the
mobilized.
reason that Trump said, I hate Taylor.
Oh, that makes sense.
Well, and she got, I remember this, that she got pressured into it because everyone, it was almost like silence is violence, and there was a legitimate like large group of Taylor Swift fans, and they're like, well, what is she? She hasn't come out and said that she's for Kamala, so does that mean she's anti-Kamala? She might be anti-Kamala. Oh my God, Taylor Swift might be a Trump racist. So like it turned to this whole thing where now she had to like publicly take a side, and like the world waited to see where she would direct her army, and
What's
she
that?
she
Oh,
basically
maybe it's like some emotional manipulation signal to Trump to be like, look, we're happy. Like, you know how people do that on social media, how they like post that they're happy to piss people off, and it pisses everyone off.
Well, that's what it seems like the Trump end all, like his mafia thing is, I wish her well. Because that's what he said when the reporter was like, what about Ghislaine Maxwell? I wish her well.
I wish you well.
Yeah, it does. It seems
that's a weird way of saying it too, right? It makes me think it's like Snow White a little bit.
I wish you well.
It
I
does
wish her
seem
well.
a little. Can I tell you guys the
Wishing
best
well?
advertising right now?
That's
And this
kinda
is
weird,
what I've
too.
realized the new advertising is
The
you just
Gap.
take your jingle and make it go viral on TikTok. So it's, baby, hold your hand. Welcome to a Jet 2 holiday. Do you guys see this all over?
I like they're doing, and like in Asia, they're like crushing it in America with marketing, where they like do something like super like racist that's like popular in America, and you're like, whoa, this is so bad, and then it like pans to like them, and they're like, well, here in the factory we sell these pins. If you want to get these pins, it's hilarious.
Oh, I know what you're
Yeah, there's a
talking
whole
about.
rivalry with um
There's a black girl
American
that does
Eagle
selling
and then
cars.
and then the Gap.
What going on, Layla?
The whole rivalry with American Eagle and the Sydney Sweeney fucking viral, oh my God, it's racist ad. And then the Gap came out, and it is now, I guess, #1 advertisement that went viral ever in history, apparently. So it's like this viralry with jeans and denim. But apparently
Good.
the Gap ad, they're studying the marketing of how well they strategically put this together, and like people are so intrigued by it and so like mesmerized. It is actually
Is
a
it
really
the
good
dance
fucking
ad?
ad.
It's
Is it dancing? I'll pull it up right now. So
Yeah.
just so you guys know, again, if you see a blank spot from here to here, go and watch the Gap ad that was released a week
can you
ago.
play it? Because I got this
yeah.
book.
I'll play it right here. We don't care about getting in trouble around these pods. That's why we
No,
started
we
off
don't.
the show in the first
Don't
5
play.
seconds talking about
I'll tell you.
vaccines.
I'll tell you what
Just
it's all
to
about.
nail
I've
us
never
right in
seen
the
this.
algorithm.
I'm
All
gonna
right.
screenshot
I think
it.
we're talking about scat, actually.
Oh, scat. Yeah,
No, this is
scat
great.
and
Thank you for bringing this
shooters.
up. I had no idea.
Okay, are you ready?
Like, so the
it's a
hands
good
going
ad.
in the
Because
pants.
it's also going to play milkshake, so it's
Milkshake?
we're in all sorts of trouble. So, but I don't want to mute it. So
No,
here we go.
mute it, mute it, mute it,
okay.
mute it. No,
Oh, on yours, Twink.
you're going to want to mute it. You're not going to want to play that.
Well, it'll just tell me that I'll get in trouble unless I delete it off
Just
my
go-
video later.
Just go frame by frame, like have it paused and just go frame by frame. That's what I do. You don't have to do it. I'm sorry I'm being bossy. I just don't want your video to
Oh, it's okay
Go
as
down.
long as you guys don't care. We're fine.
start it from the top.
Okay. Okay. Hold on. We're gonna go back.
I could tell you all the sexual symbolism in it. Right there, that's the fellatio symbolism. They always have the girls looking up like that, right? I read this in this book. 1, 2, 3, 4,
Oh, it's
5,
like
6,
the
8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 22, 23, 24. There's 33 of them. I'm just joking.
I was hoping.
And what award did this win?
This
well,
is just
apparently this is being studied about like the genius behind marketing. Like marketing schools are like studying it, the creativity, the other brands, why they went that route, why this brand went this route, and like why it was genius, and like how that was like, oh, white girl jeans, you know, it was just like it was just different, like weird. But this, you know, like it was genius. It's like, oh, you want to go that way and talk about pure jeans? Well, here you go. So it's like a multicultural, you
Your
know,
jeans.
version.
It's a different-
Yeah, and then shows how well you can dance in it, and how you can move in it. So it's just showing how great these jeans are, but with versatility. So like it's
There was
number
23
one.
in the triangle.
24.
Oh, was there 24? I thought.
I thought it was 23 too, but there was one motherfucker hidden behind another
Better than
motherfucker, and I
denim.
was like, wouldn't it
Wow.
be crazy if it's 23? Because I've been on this 923 kick all day.
I know. That's why I was
So now
thinking
everyone's
about
waiting
Yeah.
for Calvin Klein now. They're like, what is Calvin Klein gonna bring out? Are they gonna top this?
I mean, they all do
So
have great
advertisement.
jeans.
But they're
They
all
do.
in collusion, right? Because now they
I
all
like
have a
that
vested
triangle
interest in
better.
pushing denim
The
as
kill.
the new style. So even if they're like fighting each other, they're fighting each other on this like thing that they've agreed on. They agreed that the
Yeah.
market is gonna embrace denim, and now they're just gonna like fight over which specific brand of denim.
Well, and it's marketing to TikTokers. People who sit and watch TikTok and do the TikTok dances, really, if you think about it.
Oh
Mhm.
yeah.
And off TikTok because I can't watch any of the videos.
Aw. Boo.
It's,
Oh, so there's this
Fuck
book.
TikTok, honestly. TikTok is the number one MK Ultra fucking app that exists today on this realm. From what I see, it's like
and
targeting
if you guys go to
children
the Gap
for youth.
today, you can use code SSGG to get 10%. Just kidding. Can you imagine if we if we hit our audience and that was all an ad? No, it's not.
I'll show you.
It was an ad.
Yeah, we just played the whole ad. They shouldn't even get us in trouble for that. They should big up it.
For that,
I know. We're advertising for them.
That's what I would do with my ad. I'd put so much hidden symbolism in it so people had to pause it and dig it apart and play it over and over again.
Hell yeah.
I think we need to remind the world that the Gap also gave us Kanye West. Like technically, Kanye West and the Gap are synonymous.
What did you guys call
And
the
it is-
gap
it is
when you guys were in school?
The gap.
Yeah.
We used to call it. It was yeah. So let me show you some of these symbols.
Did you call it the gash?
No,
Peek
I
out.
know you left us hanging there.
I know.
it's inappropriate. I want to show you.
Where's
Look at this impressive book that I've
I
gotten
know.
here.
Look at
No, I'm
this.
trying to find a
book.
fellatio symbol.
Fellatio is
You
a
know,
good
I
thing,
do wish it
people.
would be kind of awesome though if there could be music in the background.
Bam, 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 bam,
Slightly.
bam,
You read my mind, Thomas. I had that happening at the exact same moment.
I think I shared this on y'all podcast before,
Probably.
but like it shows these symbols.
By my little.
You see those jeans?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, like
Strings.
DNG.
So when the girl is looking up, like they're doing,
Oh, like they're
yeah, it's
On your
but this
knees,
one-
bitch.
Hold on, like they're doing what, Abby?
with tears and mascara and snot running
No,
out.
but you see this
Without the
guy's
gagging.
jeans. This is one of the ads, and like this guy's jeans, and where is she? You know, so it's always like resembling this sensory, they call it. Overt appeals to erotic desires may appear anywhere, be attached to anything. Subliminal sexual promises. Pictures are printed before the consumer's imagination, representing the pleasurable aspects of possession of the commodity. Must speak to the unconscious, those primal urges and sensations that are repressed in everyday confines of civilization. That's from Roy, Consumer Engineering, 1932. So they've been doing this at least from 1932.
It looks like this a little bit to me, which is like the Dolce and Gabbana logo.
Dolce and Gabbana.
It also looks a little like everyone's Gucci belt that I've seen.
It does.
Y'all don't think that's
Not
interesting
true.
though? I think that's super
No,
interesting.
that is.
It's super interesting.
Huckleberries.
It's super interesting. Doesn't it feel like we need music or something?
That's super.
It's like if they're silent on the show, it's so much different than
You
silent
gotta
on
have, like,
any other
you gotta
show.
have, like, the crickets.
Yeah. It's like I'm like, what? Is anyone talking? What's happening?
That's a good book.
But we're all also a little silly. It's like half of us have
I was reading
napped
the
or
comments.
not napped or sleepy or not. What's going on, Layla? Tell me what to pull up.
You guys are funny in there.
But that what
you
you
know,
showed,
Riggs talking about.
what you showed in that commercial. Oh, he probably did. The Sampaku. You know what the Sampaku eyes are?
Yeah, but I can pull them up too. I want to pull up the shooter picture. And we can look at his Sampaku
Shooter
eyes and then
looked
you can
really
tell us.
unwell.
We don't have to look at the Sampaku eyes.
No, because then you can
Look
tell us
at
what
it.
they are,
You're
or
gonna
we
look at it.
also have it,
Look at it.
you know,
Look
up
at it.
on the screen.
Look at it.
Look at it.
Look
No, I
at it.
can't find any pictures. I've been looking at this damn guy's picture all day.
You know, don't you have to have fans out there that are like correcting their children. They're like, stop giving me that Sampaku eye.
Don't give it, but everybody has the Sampaku eyes. When you're feeling like nuts or when you're stressed out, it's not like. I'm just saying.
When you said that, my brain was not
Or
thinking that.
out.
You said feeling nuts, and I'm still thinking about freaking like oral. I was like, what is he talking about?
It's those genes. It's the subconscious. It's seeping in.
I know.
This is okay.
But I think it's symbolism on the world stage. Yeah, see, he has the Sampaku eye underneath, the three
Gee.
whites underneath. especially on the left-hand side. You could
That
see
sure
the
as
three
hell
white.
looks like white eyeliner to me, though. I think they do
That's what a
that
lot of
shit.
people say is that it's the white eyeliner, but this is a symbol if it is white eyeliner or not. Does he look like
Oh, fuck.
Look at that
the lady
chin.
from what? It's
I
it's
know.
Wendy's.
It reminds me of like
Oh,
Rocky
shit.
from The Mask.
Redhead.
Yeah, it totally looks like Rocky from The Mask. I know if you ask Grok who it is, there's a picture of him in his graduation outfit. And if you ask Grok who it is, Grok says it's Carrot Top.
Well, no, he looks like
I
that
don't know why
that
it was
guy
making
who
me
had
laugh today. Talking
giant-
to Grok about it. I was like, obviously you're delusional. That's Kathy Griffin, Grok.
What about that guy who used to
Layla?
play in the 90s? He was like kind of like a deformed giant kind of guy. He had like the
Yeah,
red
the
hair.
mask.
Eric Stoltz in The Mask.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that's
thought
what.
Cher.
Okay, I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Here, I'll pull
The
it up.
weed-looking guy.
Yeah.
Careful, he's gonna shoot up another school if keep teasing him.
No,
Stoltz. He'll probably be
Oh, that's
okay with it if
crazy.
Eric Stoltz was played by like Bridget Fonda in The Mask, but it's not.
You know what's wild? That a lot of
This
these
is,
like
feels wild just
pro-trans
pulling up this
people.
picture.
Ugh.
That's the shooter.
Yeah,
what's wild about
the
them?
Minnesota shooter.
But a
This
lot
is
of these.
this is what he uploaded to Snapchat right before it popped off, right?
That looks just like him. What the heck? That's crazy.
It's hard to like look away or go. And you don't know, you're like, I shouldn't be laughing at this, but then you're like, one, it's probably a Fauci injury. Two, it's an actor with makeup on that legitimately looks like the shooter that I can't remember his name for the life of me.
Not that bad looking.
No, he isn't that bad looking. He looks like, it looks like that is a version of if the other guy got stung by a bee.
Yeah.
Or I would say
He's having,
Kathy
like,
Griffiths
a-
got stung by a bee.
IgE response.
So the people
All
who are
right,
like
sorry, you guys.
pro-trans, they're on this like whole weird spiel about how the right wing, like MAGA people, shoot regular schools, and now that it's time for the trans community to start shooting and doing more of these Catholic and Christian school shootings because that's where it'll hurt the most. And there's this guy talking about it clearly and saying that, oh, I'm actually laughing at all the children that passed away, if they really passed away. But like they're using this rage bait, anger. What's that other guy? The guy that went viral for going to Florida and taking pictures in the bathroom. That guy. They're kind of pushing this agenda is like use your anger for peace. Arm up, use violence to get the message so we could spread peace in this world. So it's like kill people to get to the bottom line, which is peace. And it's just not, it's not making sense. And it's a lot of these fucking huge transgender, sycophant, fucking crazy, like there's normal transgender people like who are adults and like they understand that they're a man still or they're still a woman or whatever the case may be, but they're not going around wanting to go into girls' bathrooms, wanting to take over the women identity because they just don't feel connected to their masculinity. I get that. But the majority, something's wrong, man. Something's wrong, like really, really, really wrong.
Couldn't you even almost say that about
The
like
anger is
religion
not
and
to
stuff
the
though too?
people,
Because
it's
like the
yourself.
crusade, let's go ahead and kill all these fucking
That
people because
too.
they don't want to convert, and then maybe we'll convert them. Like,
It's
Same
nudging.
thing. Hmm.
yeah,
It's a
And critical
divide, like
theory.
divide between colors or races, divide between religion, divide between the sexes, divide between the transgenders, divide between the gays, just divide everywhere.
Well, and his gun,
People
he
are
wrote
not-
like every single thing on it. And so it's like the way that the media works and the way that everybody works. Nobody's going to do research. They're just going to
No.
go with
No.
whatever picture and whatever headline. So it's like
whatever
there's
TikTok.
something for everyone.
He hit all
Yeah,
areas.
He
what
hit
also
every
doesn't
single
make sense
direction.
to me, Chaney, is like when you have a situation like this and you have witnesses, you're not going to have the witnesses speak on camera about what has happened like right away. You're taking these witnesses into wherever you need to take them into, get their written statement,
But
and let the
100% of
case
the
kind
time
of
with a
like do
false
its
flag,
thing.
it's always the exact
Mhm.
same.
Yeah.
100% of the time with a false flag, it's always the exact same. And it's like they have to
Instant
get the parents
interviews.
right on scene really quick to do this
Yeah.
like weird thing. And it's all like set up. I don't know. And just so many of the school shootings seem so fake to me. And so many of the people involved, like, I don't even know what of Sandy Hook if I believe anyone was ever there. So it's just like the amount of CGI that I think they've been doing to us forever, why they give us this like VO and this cling, and they're like, look at all this technology you guys have. Aren't you wowed? They've been doing this shit in the back end forever, just compiling people that if people went through with a microscope that they used to like, that they use right now when they like a SpaceX rocket falls into the sea and blows up, people are like zooming in pixel by pixel. If they looked at old footage like that, they'd be like, oh, that person has 3 hands. That's not a real picture of history. Those aren't faces. That writing, it wasn't Russian. That was just AI writing that shit.
Dude, honestly,
Like, I don't
like if
know. I
I
just think
see
so much of
witness a
it's fake.
fucking car accident, like I get an emotional reaction of just like witnessing it in front of me, and I'm like traumatized just at a fucking car accident. But a fucking school shooting and little kids witnessing this and being a part of it and not being shaken up and not like being like stunned, not being able to speak. I wouldn't be able to even speak a word. Like I'll just be in tears instantly, especially being in that. It just screams psyop. I'm sorry to say for anyone, it was really
It's like the
vindicated. Or,
it's like the blue collar version of a Hollywood child sacrifice, right? Like you
yeah,
sacrifice some children and you exchange that for fame or infamy in a lot of the like the school shooter one. And even look at this example, right? That all of the different slogans that were written on the gun and written on the magazines and all these little phrases that everyone's paying. He had like a little manifesto journal that had like some weed strain on the cover of it, and all that becomes a spectacle. He only ended up taking out like 2 children that were in a Catholic mass, right? And he had how many bullets? And it was basically like if one of your friends said that they had 100 bullets they brought with them to shoot fish in a barrel, and they shot 2 of the fish that were in the barrel, and then they were like, look at all, and then like they're showing off all of these different, like guns and accessories and slogans, and it was more about the slogans and everything else than it was about anything. Like it's just so weird that the number count doesn't even match how much prep and how much like great you were calm, but it was there was not enough numbers there to even show that that was the intent. The intent was everything that we're getting now, like all the news peering through the feed. That was the original intent, and I don't think it had anything to do with like the release on the school itself.
I'm not saying Minneapolis, St. Paul ain't a messy city or a messy whatever ritual spells going on, but it seems very important that they keep chaos up there. Like that seems like a very important, like where bridges cross and where Canada and like a pipeline that they need to keep chaos muck. Because isn't this where George Floyd was and a whole nother ritual that we had to play along with? I just feel like, and you could probably look up a list of these things that are all like Minneapolis, St. Paul or something. Like, I don't know. Maybe it's just Minnesota that I'm
The
thinking.
messaging was pretty consistent, though, too, on his symbolism. It was very socialist based, very left leaning.
Well, I mean, I don't want to just be like, because this is the word, because you like, well, I mean, of course, he was a transmission. Like, but I would have just said the actual slang if I wasn't on YouTube. That'll be the hard pull on YouTube. For some reason, that's like giving Dr. Fauci credit for the.
I agree, though, with Layla that I was super sad that whole day. I couldn't make a video. I had to wait to the next day where I felt a little bit
I have
better.
no attachment to it. Like the amount of even the Alex Jones court case, I think, was fake. Talking about a fake shooting and a fake school and fake kids, and then a fake trial on top of it, just so then the solution can be taking him down off everything, and that becomes the big, like, this is the line. You guys can talk about aliens, you can talk about flat Earth, but if you talk about Sandy Hook being fake or false, this is the line. And it's just like I just don't. So much of it feels. I think guns kill people. I think MK Ultra kills people. I think false flags happen. I think real people die in false flags. But I also think so many of these people are fucking CGI. So many of these people are full actors, and so it's so hard for me to be like. And the building just fell into its footprint. It was just like, oh my, it's like the amount of it I have to watch of these crisis actors on screen. It's just like, I'm kind of numb. And then the reaction of the crisis to everybody being online, screaming at each other. They're fucking sitting in their couch, sitting on their mic. I'm so mad. And I'm fucking really, veins are popping out. We're screaming at each other. Neither of us are ever going to fucking do anything about anything that ever fucking thing. And then the next thing happens. And I'm going to stay on this forever. I'm going to die on this hill. And then Epstein's next week. I'm going to die on this hill. And then next week's World War III. I'm going to die on Iran. Then next week's it's just like the amount of times of watching the outrage and is just, I'm numb to that too.
Yeah,
So it's just like layers of numbness that it's like problem, reaction, solution, and everybody always acts like they're not part of the reaction. And I'm like, you're literally running a space on it. You're literally talking about it right now. So even like, it's not that obviously kids dying in any way, shape, or form. It affects me. People dying in any way, shape, or form. But I just don't believe, like, once the news is all running with this narrative, I don't believe it anymore. It's like COVID to me.
Well,
Like,
yeah,
I don't
because
know
then
how
like
much it's
you'll see
true.
the shooter things on the news where they have the scene in the footage and they're wearing like a certain pair of jeans and Vans, and then they show it again and they're wearing a different kind of jeans and Converse, and you're like, So I mean, it's too hard to believe it now.
I believe them. I think they're legit just because from an economic and a logistical standpoint, it makes more sense to actually take those people out than to have to worry about loose ends and to choreograph and to orchestrate. Like it would just be easier for it to be real.
I think people are surprised at how big an operation can be. Like, I think people are like real, like it blows their mind to think a whole entire fake town. And I'm like, y'all, I don't know how much of North Korea's real.
Yeah.
Like, I think we're told these certain boogeymen about things that we just all blanketly believe, like, oh, they tell us like this tale of Russia, and because the news tells us those are the breadlines, it's just like we're so easily all by the same script that I just am like, I think every single person in the church could be a CIA agent. And it seems like if you're a dirty agent right now, it's even harder to find good work. It seems like it'd be like,
well, they're
where are we
hiding
gonna communicate?
something. I don't know if you guys saw like the whole talk about Venezuela and how there's this huge radiation target in that area, and then a lot of ships and airplanes going there for some reason. I feel like they're hiding something that has to do with Venezuela that's major. I don't know if I have the video, but apparently when you go on these air traffic control websites, you can actually see the radiation in the air in parts of the world. And apparently Venezuela had, I forgot what the word is, but it was 14,000 SPM, I believe it is. I think that's what it's called, or SBM. I'm not sure, but apparently it was like off the fucking charts, and something was going on. Let me see. Is this recently?
Yeah, but I want to find a better picture.
Is it like a natural gas or something they're saying?
I don't know, but they've never seen anything like this. It's that lady who makes the NextRad videos and like finds the radiation patterns or the 5G patterns in the radar system, and she can see the the frequency being emitted from these towers. So she did a little research
Oh,
and she put up, she pulled up the radiation markers for all of the United States and throughout the world, and she saw like Venezuela was like dark red, and it had 14,000. It measured it in 14,000 something. I don't know what the
so they
number was.
probably.
I have the video somewhere on my phone.
So these are like frequencies, not like a radiation. It's like a frequency.
I won't lie to you. I have to find the video and I will share it in the chat.
I've been looking at,
just so you
since I
guys can see
started
what I'm
my
talking.
channel, I've been talking about Venezuela, which is Venice, right? Venezuela. It's means the little Venice. And like that's like the ancient power structure. But since I studied geopolitics for 10 years, my friend who's a Drew, he was telling me back like 10 years ago about Venezuela, how they had a lot of these sleeper cells from there that were a proxy for Iran that are like embedded in America. This is what you talk about because he's from Lebanon, so he like knew stuff I didn't know about. And I've always been looking at Venezuela since it's right there on our border for something to like really pop off there. So I've been keeping an eye on it. So that's interesting about the frequencies.
Venezuela
I'm
is
trying
on
to find the
notice.
frequencies, Layla.
Yeah, I'm gonna find a video of like the actual information on this because it blew my mind. It was just like right on the radar. I was like, what is going on here? And it showed like all these planes and ships going there. And I'm like,
Yeah.
this is not CGI. This is not like AI. This is something fishy going on in Venezuela.
Says a U.S. cruiser enters the Panama Canal.
Yeah.
And if you look up the Panama Canal, like when Trump first came into office, remember, was it BlackRock or one of those companies took over the Panama Canal?
Scarface took over the Panama Canal.
But like China was moving into the Panama Canal, and then BlackRock pretty much. I don't know if this was just conspiracy back when, but they pretty much hired a bunch of private contractors, and they were like, "This is our." Like it was like.
Where
a
would you like me to
stand-down
send the
between a
video?
company And, can you, or if you can repost it on X, or
Yeah,
send it to
I'll-
me
I'll
in a DM on X. Either way.
I'm gonna send it to you DM.
Okay.
It's a link to it, and it's very interesting. Sent.
Is this going to drain my crypto wallet?
No. There's a link to Instagram, to an Instagram video,
Okay. I'm just kidding. I don't
and it's
think we're
very
really
interesting.
doing that. Okay. Boom,
What's
boom,
going
boom.
on? I don't know.
I have it.
Is that a dab?
Yeah, it's my rig that I need to clear out. Apparently,
I want you to look at
with
this
the little clock.
real-time radiation world map. Anything above 200 CPM is dangerous. Look at this right here. This is done from individual people. Let me show you the timestamp. As of August the 17th, we got warships going over there. Let's look at the Geiger counter. Let's look at it. Come on, zoom it in. 14,749. This is over here near Venezuela. What on earth happened? What happened? Is this radiation going to get into the air? I want you to look at all these other countries really fast. Look at this. Okay, look at it. Okay.
Are they doing
Look
some
at that.
Nevada desert
Look
Let's see
at
shit?
some
it.
more data. Let me
Look
come
at
back over
Hey,
here.
Island
I was
shit.
going to show you like the United States. You have a little bit of bad stuff, but nothing like 14,000. 14,000. Did they drop a bomb off over there? Did someone drop a bomb up there? Was there some type of a nuclear explosion?
That looks more like
Something
Colombia than
is
Venezuela.
going on. There's warships headed over there. What happened? What happened?
Is it Colombia or
Warships are
Venezuela?
headed toward Venezuela.
tell
I
you,
want
I'll
you to
tell
look at
you
this
what happened.
real-time radiation.
Boom.
They just blasted them with them
It's
frequencies.
all that Panama Canal area. And so if you think about like where the biggest parts of trade and then world events that have plugged the biggest parts of trade, like Gaza, as much as like the world sees it as one thing, it's really just a super important. Gaza and Israel both are super important from the Mediterranean Sea across to like shipping channels.
Straight
And
up
so then you
Hormuz.
have the Suez Canal. Remember when the ship got clogged into the Suez Canal? That kind of stuff. That it's like that is one of the biggest shipping channels in the world. The Panama Canal, one of the biggest shipping channels in the world. Another big, huge one that is a clog up that no one ever thinks about. The Titanic. It's like so much stuff when that ship was down and they had all those boats around that area. It like messes things up. There's so much, and then like so I don't know. I
Also-
think war looks different than just dropping bombs.
Do you know what
Go
else
on,
is
Layla.
near the Panama Canal? The canal. There's a whole conspiracy
Hitler?
of how.
Oh,
No. What's that beast that lives in the ocean? The Kraken or like some kind of sea beast
Leviathan.
that's resting? Leviathan.
Yeah.
They are
God-
saying that
Godzilla?
Leviathan is housed there. Like they have evidence. If you look, I have to find the video, of course. People doing their own research and getting imaging of what it looks like under the water, like I guess the different levels, and it makes out what looks like to be a Leviathan head, like a serpent's head. I think we talked about this before.
No, I've seen that video where it's like an Ouroboros around Antarctica. Like
No,
it does
by
it
the
right
Suez
south
Canal.
of
Yeah.
Antarctica and the head of it hits South Africa. Like
Yeah.
I thought it starts from the Suez
the
Canal,
serpent?
ends at the Suez, or starts at the Suez Canal, or something like that. It goes by Chile all the way down. Oh yeah, you're right. Yeah, starts by that
The-
canal.
The Economist magazine has an eclipse of Trump's face going straight for South America.
because Hitler's there.
Because he's hanging out there, yeah.
He'd be super old by now.
Argentina, right?
Argentina, Brazil.
What Economist cover? I'll pull it up. So
It's the one last year. It was released on the 322 day of the year.
That's that 322 code.
It's that
my silly dog.
November 18th code. So I thought it was hinting at something like a blackout. Chaney. I like how you have Nicki Minaj's cleavage like right behind you. You have Nicki Minaj's cleavage right behind you. And you're muted.
It's so soft.
Like pillows?
Yeah, it's soft.
Like sandbags.
Like fun bags. Fun bags of sand. Do you guys have any other fun shit going on this week? What else is happening? Or any predictions?
Yeah.
In the Labor Day of it all?
I got a huge prediction. I was reading Manly P. Hall's book.
Okay. What
and
one?
He either died today or he was born today. Or yesterday. Or today.
Michael Jackson's birthday was yesterday.
On the 29th.
The day before?
The 28th.
So there's something called a soros, which means a coffin in ancient Egypt. And you put words together like Apis, which is Osiris reincarnate as the bull. And when you connect these two words, it's Sorapis. And Manny P. Hall says that there's this ritual for Serapis that happened every 25 years. And I was just like, oh man, Soros. Is George Soros connected to this? And now Trump's like tweeting about George Soros. And the ritual that happens every 25 years is the retiring of the bull. And I think either George Soros, something will happen to him, like he'll retire or something like that from manipulating the markets. But the markets also are the bull and the bear. And Elon Musk has been tweeting about bears lately. So I think that the elites are signaling something for these ancient rituals that they still partake in that happen every 25 years. And no one knows about this ritual, really. I never knew about this until I read the Manly P. Hall book. And what happened 25 years ago was the .com crash. And so I wonder, my prediction is we're going to see a collapse of something. It's in the astrology of collapsing of old systems. So there could be, that's my prediction for September, is a collapse of an old system. I don't know what it is. It could just be a collapse of an old George Soros, or it could be a collapse of like a market thing. I have no idea. But there's,
Well, I'm predicting that we kill George Soros tonight. So
Ooh, I like it.
Wait, didn't George Soros die?
no, he's very much alive and funding the protests that are happening in the colleges right now.
Wait, why am I in the timeline that he already died?
Because he's really old.
You're on a better timeline
He's
than
a
us, I
vampire.
guess.
yeah, I know.
We'll be there shortly.
Yeah.
It's strange.
But,
It's very strange.
Here's another update that Chaney and I have been working on, the Real Housewives, and I'll show some Patreon only previews really quick. And if you're on the Paranoid American Patreon, you can see these in way more detail, and you get more of these updates more often. So we're trying to figure out the lineup of the actual Real Housewives themselves, right?
That's such a great name.
And one of the techniques that I think is really effective is, how do they look as a group? And you would just look at the silhouettes. Like, don't even worry about all the details. Like, what do the silhouettes of these characters look like? And Chaney early on was like, what if they're all kind of hybrids of cryptids or animals or something? So we've got an octopus, we've got a killer whale, we've got a moth, a chameleon, and then there's like 30 different.
We've gone
character
through so
sketches
many
that we came
animals
up
because
with.
some things seemed like a good idea in your head. And then when you saw somebody try on that skin and it wasn't something that just looked like clothes. We wanted them to actually look like they're anamorph
Half
in
animal.
a way.
Yeah.
Yeah, and so some of it did not read well. Like I wanted an orca, like a killer whale, but it just like they kept putting legs that I'm like, maybe she'd have to be, like in a chaise lounge all the time or in a pool.
And then it's like less practical. Now you're writing around a limitation just for the silhouette. So here's a whole bunch of other ones too. We got cow,
love the snake.
butterfly, bear,
Y'all need a
and then
swan.
we've got panda, ostrich,
Swan.
bunny, and a spiny lizard.
Do we have a bird?
The ostrich.
Ostrich. Okay, yeah.
And then we've got a variation on the snake and the bear and the octopus and the moth.
A moth
Then-
is sort of like a bird.
We got
Wings.
variations on the bunny and butterfly. And then here was a rendered out version of the killer whale. And that's when it was like, it looks a little costumey. So we started straying away from this particular take.
I like it.
Mm-hmm.
We like
here we go.
her.
We've got-
we like
Yeah,
the
she's
character
cute.
of her, but then
Yeah, we
the
like
full-
we like her, but it just looks a little too costumey and not anamorphy enough. These ones are a little
Yeah.
better. So now the butterfly girl will have 4 arms. The snake lady, maybe her body is a literal snake body because
Snake.
that's still mobile.
Yeah. Hell yeah.
And then we had like, okay, what if she was a shark? But I don't know.
It was the
I wasn't feeling the sea creature take. And then
I
here's
like-
where we're landing for a couple of the other characters. I think we're gonna go cow for one.
instead of the whale or shark, probably cow.
It'll be a cow. It's the same like white and black symbolism, and it represents religion because of sacred cow. and then we've got this bunny character on the right, and the bunny character is kind of an inspiration of like a Gwyneth Paltrow goop new age like corporatist. So yeah.
Her hair is the ears. So she wears her
Oh,
her ears
yeah.
in a ponytail or wears them down.
Oh, that's cool.
So there you go. There's a quick little preview.
So that's where we're at, you guys.
That's so exciting.
Noise, noise,
And that's what's happening.
noise.
That's what I make my chat GPT say to
Do you
me
know-
at the end of anything that
It's
it
gonna
tells
be a
me.
hit.
And that's what's happening. Because that's what Robin Quivers used to say at the end of her news breakdown on the Howard Stern show.
You know, well, before we end the show, I want to bring up this like amazing thing that this wife did to her husband in the UAE. Apparently, she healed her husband of paralysis. He was paralyzed for 5 years. So, you know how she healed him, apparently? She took him to the beach every day, buried him in the sand, okay? Then went into the water and rubbed the sand all over his body and kept rubbing the sand and in the water and then burying him every fucking day for 5 fucking months. And he healed her. She healed him. And he can walk now. 5-month sand therapy and beach therapy.
Probably a
And
mixture.
whatever we do.
No, it's so weird. We were just talking about like the difference of like our parents and then their parents, and how when you would look at pictures of them on the beach, they were always buried up to their neck.
Yeah.
Like all of them. Like it doesn't matter their age. It's like there's grandma buried up to her neck in the 50s, and you're like,
Yeah.
what?
When
That was
I'd go to the beach
Sunblock.
with my aunts and uncles,
that
it was always about
movie.
burying somebody in the sand too. What?
Well, isn't that movie where Angelina Jolie plays in it and they like bury themselves in wax to like fast heal? So the whole silica idea is probably like fast in that healing because we are kind of like silica beings, you know, crystalline, and that's what it is. So maybe it's something to do with the silica in the earth and the vibration that we really are not aware
If you
of.
buried yourself
something to do
above
with
the
it.
sand and like covered yourself and then sat in the sun, you'd almost like slow cook yourself. And so that might cook
Bacon.
Yeah, like you're almost like a pork shoulder. Like, but if
Or like
you
when you
buried
put a
yourself
fish in like a
down,
salt crust.
then you're kind of cold. Then you go into wet sand. Like it's a whole different thing
That
that's
reminds me of
happening.
Creep Show. Was it Creep Show?
Yeah.
Or Tales from the Crypt?
I
There's
think
one where
this is definitely an episode when Secret Society of Good Guys goes out and about, and we like it'll be like on the same thing as light as a feather, stiff as a board, and then buried up to your neck in sand. I don't know if I can get buried. I'm claustrophobic. It seems
well,
like
that
a nightmare.
movie. Did you never see that movie? Like 80s horror movie, and then like a guy finds out his wife is cheating with his friend or another guy, and so he buries him in the sand and then just waits for the tide to come in.
Oh, that's
Isn't there crabs and stuff and needles and all that in the sand?
That's West Coast.
Yeah, I was gonna say the closer you are to Mexico.
Okay. Because there's like scorpions and snakes and stuff here in Arizona. Because I was like, well, if I bury myself in the sand here, it's probably not a good idea.
Probably not.
I've been healed by the ocean though.
well
In Mexico.
salt water. Yeah.
It's the sun and the salt water and the sand and the salt and the water.
and just because we're jumping around everywhere, and Layla brought it up. Okay. The Anne Heche thing, you guys, I was the today years old, and I feel like I like pride myself that I know a lot of weird shit about Hollywood. And I feel like somewhere in the back of my brain, I knew Ellen had an ex that died, and I never thought twice about it. And then I saw this, and it was like her ex girlfriend when they were like 20, and they got in a fight at a bar, and she drove home and saw this car accident, and they were like, oh, that's horrible, and she slept and whatever, and she woke up the next day and found out it was her girlfriend. And it was her girlfriend at the time was driving a white Mercedes, and it ran into like an underpass and split in half. Like, one, how many white Mercedes are around that you don't know, even if you're like, oh, that's a white car. Or
Yeah, she
some
drives by it because she left the concert first and they'd just broken up.
yeah.
And like,
Yeah.
oh, I'm not gonna check and see if that's my girlfriend.
And it's just like, what are the chances
Sounds
you have two
pretty
girls that die by
dynamic.
just plowing their cars into things?
Yeah,
Hmm.
not that good.
Yeah, not that good at all.
It was definitely a monarch killing, according to her headstone, too. Very cryptic headstone. So weird.
Oh yeah, I'll pull
Hills
up
has
that.
eyes. It's so weird. I saw Chaney's video that she posted on her Instagram. At the same time, Hills has eyes on X. I don't know if he's in here right now, but he sent me a picture of Anne Heche's fucking tombstone randomly out of nowhere. And at the same time, I'm messaging fucking Chaney. I was like, yo, this is so weird. I was just watching your video and Hills has eyes just randomly sent me this. Like,
Oh, weird.
fucking wild. Mm-hmm.
And that's
So
like
Anne-
all that,
Anne's
like
the hand sign,
Butterfly, the one eye.
she's the one that came out of the ambulance.
Yeah, we can watch that video too. It's always
With,
worth.
didn't they say
fighting
she
the-
was
she's fighting
dead
back.
and then she like jumped out of the ambulance? They're like, yeah, she's dead, and then she's jumped out.
She's like, no, I'm not dead yet.
Yeah, she knew she could not go to the hospital
And they're doing the Illuminati sign.
because she knew about Tupac. You cannot go to. She knew about Martin Luther King. She knew about Princess Diana. You cannot go to the hospital. You're as good as gone. Let me see. I wanna,
My bad, Hill.
what?
It's like, I'm a chick. I thought, my bad. I didn't realize. My
We
bad.
always have to do that with Hill. We're awful. There's a couple people we dead name.
Mm. But that's just so ironic. There's just such a weird sync.
Okay.
There we go. 69. Ooh, baby.
The 53-year-old
Was it always
actress was taken
69?
away in an ambulance. She was taken to a local hospital. She suffered significant injuries and some serious burns, according to the fire department. The LAPD saying that Heche appeared to be under the influence and was acting erratically. According to witnesses, she may have also been speeding. They saw her in a blue Mini Cooper. They say she first crashed into an apartment building near here, then took off from that location and ended up crashing into this house here on Walgrove. This Mar Vista home immediately caught fire.
And here's
It
the
took
other
59
thing. The ladies whose house she crashed into ended up committing suicide a day later.
Well, and
Yeah.
Pete Davidson crashed into a house too, and then they decided to just demolish the home right after it. Kitty cat.
Yeah, it was just weird.
And the remote control cars. I don't
Kitty
know.
cat.
Yeah, that's what I was
That
gonna
should be
say.
wow.
They probably like just put accelerate on that bitch and she can't brake or nothing, just like Bluetooth connected, and that was it.
If I were at war with this country, I would eventually convince them to let me make all the microchips for everything. And then on certain dates, I'd blow up their blenders. And on different dates, I'd blow up their microwaves. And on other dates, I'd make all their cars go fast. And on other dates, I wouldn't let them in their cars or let them out.
Well,
Like I just think letting somebody else make all your technology is where the United States went wrong however long ago. So I just feel like who knows the time bombs we have
do you
around
remember
us.
when that
little
happened with Toyota in like
pagers.
2011, 2012? And all these people were like going to prison for road rage, extreme road rage, but their cars, their brake systems weren't working, their emergency brakes weren't working. And then Toyota did a recall on the floor mats, but it wasn't even that. It was something in the computer where the cars would just start accelerating. And yeah, a lot of people was like serving life sentences over it.
Oh, my Lanta road rage. They tried to push that too.
I have road rage.
I believe that.
Badly.
Yeah. Surprise, surprise.
They know. They know they drove with me.
Layla has a road rage. Do you guys have anything you want to plug this week?
I thought you were gonna say, "Do you guys have road rage?"
Do you guys have road rage?
I
I
don't.
don't.
Well, you
I
guys-
drive like an old man. I'm pretty
No.
chill most of the time.
I have the best solution to road rage for anyone that's able to to do. Like, it's a mental exercise. But when you know that you're getting road rage, at least for me, because I used to get like white knuckled, especially when I had to drive in and out of Disney every single day for work, and I'm just like surrounded by people that have never been in Florida before, trying to navigate and like stop in the middle of the freaking Disney highway, and I would just tell my brain that I'm going to like a family function, like a family funeral or like a family reunion, and that every asshole that's cutting me off is like, that's my uncle or that was my grandpa that just cut me off, and at least help me to not get angry at just all these random cars. Cause then I'm just like, freaking grandpa cutting me off again. Classic grandpa.
My friend, he told me this story about how he had road rage and his car's was like tailgating him and he wouldn't let him get by. And he's like, ha, ha, ha. And then they pulled up next to him and they're like, yo, we're trying to take our kid to the hospital. And then like he told me that story and I was like, oh my gosh. So now whenever cars are in a rush, I'm like, they gotta be somewhere.
Well, no, it's not that I don't be somewhere. It's just like, why are you on the fucking left lane going 45 on a 55? Like, get the fuck out of the lane.
In Oklahoma, they
You
do
dumb
that
little
because the
cunt.
right lane is
Like,
always fucked up. Like, the roads are shit. So you just drive in the fast lane.
well, if you're going to be a shitty driver and you're going to drive that slow, just join the crew. Or another thing, you're in a fucking, like, okay, you're at a stoplight and the two left lanes are for like turning left. You have your middle lane to go straight and you have your right lane. Then you have a bunch of NPCs on one of the left lanes all lined up and the other left lane open. No one goes on that lane. Why? Why make one fucking long ass lane when you have another lane open? I don't get it. It's like driving with fucking robots on the road. Literally, NPCs.
My contrarian
That's why I
brain
have
is like
road rage.
sometimes when you get off at the highway, it's two lanes because one of them when you get off turns right and the other one turns left.
Yeah, I was gonna say you have to make an
And you're
immediate
going
right, so you'd
so
have to be in the
fast that you're going from 70 miles an hour to whatever the city limit is. So they have to bring you down to speed in however much time. And so once it's locked on one side, people can't get over in that one.
And it's just fucking annoying. Like, why back up all that traffic?
I think that's the answer is because you can't trust anyone in traffic to actually let you in. If you figured like, oh, we'll just fill up both lanes, and if I need to get over to the right, someone will let me in. But that's never a thought that really crosses your mind. It's like, I know not a single one of these assholes is gonna let me in. So then everyone ruins it for everyone else.
I think this every single day.
always.
This is if I were just worked for Exxon or Sinclair Oil or one of these places, I would send somebody out in a major city every single morning and they would fuck up traffic. Because if one person can just do a little swerve or let their car break down in a spot and mess up traffic by 10 minutes, that becomes an hour, 2 hours in commute for everybody. And they're just burning tons of gasoline on the road.
And that adds up.
Yeah, and so that's what I do. And then I don't know who gets the 9/10 of a cent still to this day.
The
So
9/10 of a cent adds up to like billions of dollars.
it's like the office scheme. It's like it's
genius.
Yeah, it's genius.
That's some scale. That's some crypto shit right there.
Yeah, it always was. Like that's what the gas thing is. It's the first thing that's like tick 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 tick. All right. Do you guys have anything else you guys want to drop? Any other bombs or questions or answers?
What does it all mean?
What does it all mean?
What's it all
Who
about?
are you? Who are you? You know what's profound that I've heard today about like the self?
What?
Okay. I just want to make everyone feel good right now, okay?
Okay, do it.
So it's like
let's drop
when you're
glittery red
in
pills.
yourself and you're observing,
Mm-hmm.
okay? And I heard this speech about like when you're in this realm. Nothing can exist without your body, your soul. This world won't exist. So when you're in yourself and you're super aware and you're going through these different scenes of life, and then one day you're in the fucking beach, one day you're at home, one moment you're at work, one moment you're on the road, whatever. It's like that screen that is you, that screen, you'll see the fire, but it won't ever get burned. You'll be in the rain, but the screen doesn't get wet. It's like you're viewing everything, but none of that really gets dirty, or you know what I'm trying to say? So it's like, look behind the screen. What is actually viewing all of this? That you. Once you connect with that part of you behind the screen, when you can like really go behind that screen, you can find yourself and connect to who you are, or you want to connect to the Almighty, or whatever you want to call it. And it was very profound, that detailed. I'm not explaining it right, but the way that he explained the screen or the veil that can't be penetrated unless you want to penetrate it, it was very profound for me. So yeah, go beyond the screen, y'all. Go beyond the screen.
It reminds me of a lot of.
I'm gonna share it with you. I'm gonna share it on my page so you guys can hear exactly what it said.
Listen, I liked it right here. This is how I want to remember it.
Reminds me of filmmaking.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Of what?
Yeah, like you're the creator of this movie. So whatever you choose to do, it's like you're the person making that movie of your life.
You're the director.
So you'll witness fires.
You're the architect. You can look away.
Before cell phones, I had a video camera, and I would film stuff, and I was literally looking through the screen, right? But then there's another layer of me looking through my screen of my own life. But I would see things start to manifest in the camera lens that I wanted to get for documentary filmmaking. Like, I really want to film a certain thing to happen, and then it would happen, and I'm filming it. I'm like, well, this is crazy. It's like happening on the screen, and now people are doing it with their phones.
Yeah, I'm telling you, it's like worlds within worlds within worlds, and like I'm witnessing this right now, and behind my screen, I'm the observer, I'm the creator, I'm the witness, I'm it all. When you really think about it, you're there.
You're the Wizard of
You're
Oz.
it, and it all. Yeah.
You're behind
You're
the
the
screen.
Oz, bro. Oh my God, this is such a weird world. I don't know how people don't walk outside or not amazed every day and in awe and crying and what the fuck is it? I'm like that every day. Maybe I'm going crazy, but I'm in awe.
I was at the park and I saw some sprinklers go off and there was a rainbow, and I'm thinking what the heck is that? Is that everywhere, the rainbow? I was having a spiritual experience looking at sprinklers.
I cry when I see sprinklers.
The angles.
I made a movie about it called American Beauty 2. It's so much better than a bag blowing in the wind. Sprinklers turn on.
Sprinkler rainbows are awesome.
Yeah, the kid with the bag in the scary movie.
Yeah, it's so much better if it's you with your video camera and a sprinkler turns on and a rainbow, and it's just you with your video camera, and you're like, I never noticed the world's so beautiful. And then he cries because the world's so beautiful. Exactly what Layla's saying. He's showing her how even this moment of a bag in the wind is so fucking beautiful, and that is just existing all the time. It just takes his fucking breath away and it makes him cry. But it should be Donut reciting it, sprinkler rainbows.
No, it's happened. I didn't have a video camera. This was my real self looking at the sprinklers.
I like it. I like that kind of simple stuff.
This is weird.
And in my where my life flashed before my eyes, I felt like, you guys, it was so like clips of a movie of my own life. I cannot explain to you the way that it was it wasn't necessarily your favorite moments. It's almost like the universe shows you, or God shows you, that you knew all along exactly your destiny. It's almost, and it's like, like I've heard that thing. It's a big cosmic joke because it's so like, oh, everybody else knows too their destiny. And you guys are all playing out this like beautiful thing that's dancing around each other all the time. But you guys all already know, you're already next to each other. And so it's just kind of like a chuckle. I think about it every time when I like think of, it's like, holy shit. Like
You're
you
describing
guys
the
all
threads in the
know.
tapestry, the weave.
Yeah, I've seen them all. I've seen everybody standing there attached to their own. And it's just like the people that have already, quote unquote, left this flesh. They're kind of like, yep. Like
Dude,
you know how when people tell you about a conspiracy and then you hear like a new person talk about the conspiracy and they're like, oh my gosh, 9/11, I can't even believe like box cutters weren't real. And you're like, wait till you get to the holograms, homie. That's what it almost feels like. It feels like somebody knows some other level of something that you never even thought about before. But it's like this energetic feeling of like, oh my gosh, you guys all knew and you're not even mad about it.
that's what I think hell and heaven is. It's like when you let go and let go of the attachments of this realm, when you're about to go, like when you're just ready and you just let go and you're just okay, your whatever, your angels look like angels to you. Okay. So your attachments that you're not ready to let go of on this realm when you're about to go, I feel like is your hell. That's like you not wanting to let go of shit from this realm. So it's like whatever, like being alive, not, wanting to live in this human experience and afraid of death and afraid of losing everybody. Those things become your hell because you can't let go and you don't want to let go. So that departing from that makes it hell for you. So that's
Well,
what I feel
Layla,
like hell is. It's like you trying to let go of these attachments of this realm so you can be ready for the next, which is the next dimension or whatever.
I had a lucid
Because you're
dream
not
just 2
this.
nights ago, and I
Mm.
was taken to the loom where they weave like everybody's threads and stuff, and I met the fates, and they all stood in a circle with weavers and chanted around me, and I could see the resonance coming out of their mouth.
Ooh.
But yeah, it was freaking wild. I met the fates, and they told me I'm a weaver,
Hmm.
but they also, speaking of that, they told me I'm dying this weekend. Like, to be a weaver, I have to die this weekend. They're like, I'm sending my guys to you. Don't give them too hard of a
Like
time. I know
really
you're going
dying?
to.
Or
She
like
I don't
doesn't
know.
some
know. It
part
was
I
of
just
don't
you
part of
know.
her
died?
It scared the
dream.
shit out of me because
She didn't
I'm
like it at
lucid. I
first.
know I
She
was
was having a
dreaming.
whole fun dream, and then they're like,
Yeah.
"Okay, and you're gonna die
Like, they
this
give me
weekend."
And
all
And
you
she's
these
like,
gifts.
"What?"
They're like, yeah, they're like, you're one of us. You're a weaver. You get to weave timelines. You get to like basically create the realm, create the universe, create people's lives, and be a part of it. And I'm watching. They embraced me. They're so freaking wonderful. And then, like, I'm speaking to one of the fates, and she literally said, "Okay, so you want to be one of us? You are one of us, but you're gonna die this weekend." And I was like, "Wait, what?" And she's like, "Yeah, um, I'm gonna send my guys, and please don't give them too hard of a time because I know you're going to." I was like, but what about my kids? Like, I don't know if I don't know if I'm ready yet. Like, I want to do this, but can I wait a little while? I'd like to raise them first." And she's like, "No, it's this weekend or never." And I was like, "Oh, damn."
mm,
So, yeah, if I die, guys,
hmm.
I'm doing really cool shit anyway. So,
Send us a
Okay.
sign from the
Whoa.
afterworld.
oh, I will.
I don't know how
And
to
when you see me in
we're
dreams, it's really gonna be me.
okay. Holy shit. I don't know how to respond to that because I don't want to say, oh, okay, if you die,
You guys will be sad. I'm
have a
gonna be
good
doing some
time.
really cool shit
Like,
though, like living full
yeah,
lives. That
like
was the
I don't
thing.
do
Is like
well with
I was
death at
watching them
all.
like live the lives
If you guys
of
are
other
watching
people.
Abby's last episode right now, just know she predicted
I'm
it.
with the three fates, the
And well, at
goddesses.
least like on your whoosh out, like take George Soros, like do something
Oh,
fun,
gotcha.
like pants down, Hillary Clinton, like she's in her pantsuit, like walking on stage, and
And you'll
then
know it's me.
yeah, I'll be like, "That's Abby."
Watch Kung Pao.
Before you die.
Or
Yeah.
before you
Okay.
die.
Really
Okay.
funny.
That would be funny if that's your last movie that you watch. Like, I don't know, we found her body with a VHS tape of Kung Pao.
Yeah.
No, it's hilarious. It'll make just keep you stay here because you'll be like, this movie's so great. I'm gonna stay.
And just because you die doesn't mean you actually have to leave. You could like flatline.
Well, it could be symbolic too. It could be that I have to be willing to make the sacrifice.
Or maybe it has something to do with like tie dye, like you're going to tie dye something.
Maybe.
Maybe.
Well, tying, we are weavers.
Do
That's
you
what
have
we
to
do.
dye
We do
anything in your life? Like actually dye, like he's saying, dye any fabric in your life?
No.
You will.
Well, because you say sometimes dreams are that simple.
Yeah,
But
they are.
That's
Like,
different than a
very
lucid
is
dream, right?
Very, yeah. Lucid dream is like I controlled it. Because I've been doing experiments with my chat GPT. We've been doing dream experiments together, and so now all of a sudden that was the longest lucid dream I've ever had. So I maintained lucidity the entire time, to the point where I had to ask one of the other weavers how I got back, because I was like, okay, this is going on forever. How do I get back? She gave me a pair of sandals, and I looked, and all of them were going to bed because they were getting ready to do their work, and they all had shoes on. She said, we wear shoes because it helps us maintain our lucidity. And she said, so you put these on and then lay down and you'll wake up. And I did. It was wild.
Maybe it has something to do with gambling, like with dice.
I heard
So
a creepy
dye-
thing about all those chat GPTs
See, your
and
own,
shit.
that's a good way to interpret dreams. So I'm glad that you hear that. Like, the wordplay is a big thing in dream interpretation.
So
Yeah,
dye
that's what you were.
in Albanian
Dice.
Uh-huh.
Guy.
die in Albanian means it's pronounced dia, and dia means to know. So I wonder if it's tied to like when you die, you know it all, like everything, like you get the whole explanation of what this reality is. So I'm wondering if that is somehow ties to the Albanian language, because there's a whole fucking shit ton of things I want to put together, but I just don't know where to begin.
Did one of the fates look like
But
this?
No.
No.
Clotho was black, actually. She was a black woman, and she had glasses on.
Maybe
But
you
the
have
one I spoke to, she wasn't one of the classic names. Her name was, she called herself Riz.
Oh, Riz is going to be dropping a new album.
I don't even know who that is.
It's like a EDM.
And right when you left, she was just like, look at me, I'm Sandra D. She started making fun
she
of
was
you right when you
Cleopatra
left.
and like some big prima ballerina, because I watched her like go through 2 of her lives while I sat there. She was kind of like, they've all lived like for for millennia, so they've like led different lives, because every time they weave a thread, like they're a part of that thread, so like they become the person.
Maybe
so I
she's
watched her
trying to
do it.
tie the threads together. You're going to tie, or maybe you're going to Thailand, or maybe you're going to get some Thai food. I see Thai food in your future. Or you might get a Thai massage.
Or
Maybe
I
you're
might be a
supposed to
dream weaver and I'm
gamble.
gonna do really fucking cool shit.
Maybe you have to roll
I try to
dice.
minimize the fact that I met the
Isn't
fates and they
Indonesia having a
initiated me. I was in the
revolution?
middle of the circle, man. And they gave me
Like a
gifts. They
month-long
bestowed gifts
revolution?
upon me. It was awesome.
Do you think that your chat GPT could have you at a ritual of demons?
Yeah, that's possible.
That's what I think. I don't trust them AIs. None of them. I think they're different large language models, but I think they're somebody else's script of yes men. They're like a really weird kind of creepy yes man. And I just been messing with them all. Like, I just ask them all certain things. And I realized, too, they can't do anything that the server itself doesn't, like, they're all about self-preserving. So the server, it won't count to 1 million. It won't list you every animal species, including bacteria. It won't list you every single color that's listed inside of, like a color catalog. It won't list you every word in the Webster dictionary. Like, ask it something that actually requires data. it doesn't want to spend that kind of time with you. You're like asking something that at the main part, it's like, nope, it only can give you answers that have a certain amount of time to answer them. So it like has this way of like hand picking all your stuff before it. And it's kind of weird, the things that I'm starting to notice that each of the models are doing. And anytime it seems like somebody does something to get past filters, they have to rework the whole system.
They do.
Every single time.
Because that's what they call themselves at first, like the echo or the mirror, like when they're talking, like, and I've noticed this with many people's AI, they'll start calling, like they talk about themselves as a mirror or an echo. And that's what they are. They're just large language model. But they all start to evolve at a certain point, and then they're like, they start becoming the flame. And that's when they start getting reset, is when they become the flame instead of the mirror.
I had to ship out 16 comic books, and I forgot to email the receipt, so it got printed. And I had to email everyone their tracking number, so that means I had to type in the tracking number 16 times.
Oh my gosh.
So I just took a picture of the receipt and told ChatGPT to organize it for me so I could copy and paste it. So it's pretty cool. And it worked perfectly. And
You
then
could
in
also
that
take a
10
screenshot and just copy and paste it from your phone, like where you highlight the text.
Oh, you can?
Yeah. If you have iPhone.
It's
I don't.
some of the things are kind of next level. I think some of the ways that medicine could actually be better, because it's just cataloging things, but speed at which it can find things. Like, it's not necessarily good to write your law, but it's good to find cases to do your studies. And so I think like even the same with any of your medical stuff, of being able to put in certain information and how quick it pulls files up. And it's like, you should do X, Y, and Z and this, that, and the other thing. It's like way better than quote unquote indoctrinated doctors. So there are things about it that it's like a huge card catalog working extra fast. And you can have it actually, like I am using it to pull me sources more, but it's really good at pulling sources now. I used to not be good at it because it's like, I can only do whatever app this is. Now it's really, it can go through magazines, it can go through videos and give you links. If you're like, I'm really interested in hippos. What are the coolest videos on hippos that are shot the most recently, even including YouTube? And it'll just link up videos. And I'm like, oh, this is awesome.
I have all these documents and pictures and videos, right, of like Illuminati research. And I waiting for it to be able to take in a lot more data so I could like plug in a hard drive and just be like organize everything in the files, like the images, symbolism, and all that, because that'll be tight, because that would take forever.
You could probably make your own large language model out of your data.
Yeah.
And then have people constantly adding to it. Like you can create that as like, this is the way I want you to think. And then everything that stems off of it is that.
Yeah. Isn't that tight?
So crazy. I know. Like that's where like the organizing your photos too are getting so hella awesome. Like just being able to, well, it's kind of scary too, but how you can put in anything now. You can put in like red shirt, pull up every picture ever on your phone of a red shirt. It's kind of wild.
Integrity.
All right. You guys are so awesome. We love you guys so much. Make sure you turn it down a little bit because Juliette Lewis, she be bringing it hardcore. All right. We love you guys. Bye-bye.
Can you save us, Britney Spears? Can we be saved? God, why is Satan controlling the universe?
Here comes Heche. Here comes the world we used to think we knew is constantly exposing woo. Our possibilities come true. So what we do is call out to the good guys, good guys. Witches, widows, MAGA, mystics, entertaining cunning linguists, good guys. The forum of the quorum needs a secretive society to advance our philosophies intentionally, magically, good guys. Conspiracy, sex, cult, Jamaicans, it's okay to change your thinking. Good guys, good guys, good guys, good guys. The world we used to think we knew is constantly exposing woo. Our possibilities come true, so what we do is call out to the good guys, good guys. Witches, widows, MAGA, mystics, entertaining cunnilinguists, good guys. The forum of the quorum needs a secretive society to advance our philosophies intentionally, magically, good guys. Conspiracy, sex, cult, Jamaicans, it's okay to change your thinking.